Hi everybody, welcome to Run Button. This might be the first Run Button of the year, because we canceled a few times, but it's February 2021. Kylie, how are you today?
I'm great. This is our third Snooze Button of the year.
Okay, I couldn't remember. Here's what it was. The last title in Twitch was Black Mesa.
Oh.
The last time, so it wasn't updated on Twitch, or we streamed it on YouTube or something. But
that sounds impossible, but maybe that's just a Twitch.
Do you feel this new energy?
Oh, is there a new energy?
Are we? Yeah.
When you did the
it's
intro,
such a natural energy that I started it and you mirrored it exactly.
Yeah, I was like, for a moment, I was like, wow, I think this is a brand new Keith.
Yeah.
But then Keith got the number of snooze buttons wrong, and it's only been a month, so I was like, yeah, it's definitely Keith.
But here's what here's why you're
wrong.
It's
back. Oh no, it's back actually. I'm sensing it again.
Here's why you're wrong that it's a new Keith.
Okay.
This is how we used to talk on videos.
Oh.
We now talk like insane people who make videos online for a living, but this is how we used to sound when we did videos. We used to just talk like people talk.
I don't know. I don't think I appreciate this.
Yep, I've now confronted you with the reality that we have changed how our voices work to be more online.
Okay. So I don't think we haven't changed our voices to be more online. We've changed our voices to be more excited,
right?
Which
influencer voice,
and then but then also it kind of works on you. When you speak excited, you get excited.
Yeah. Well, but isn't there a certain je ne sais quoi to this?
But isn't there like, don't sometimes I just talk so much and so fast, I just say a bunch of bullshit and I don't say anything. And then an hour later, I'm like, why didn't I just slow down and think a little bit more about what I was saying?
Right.
And then be like, here's actually why chess is a great game.
Here's, you still on that?
I mean, am I still on being annoyed / offended by how negative you were about chess the last time we talked about it? I guess I'm still annoyed, yes.
Okay. To be fair, and maybe it was just the voice talking, I was being mean about it specifically to be annoying to you. And wow, in this voice, can't we be so much more honest?
I'm a little bit, honestly, if we're being more honest, hey, wow, it must be working, because here I am being honest, and I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
If talking like this makes us a little bit more honest, I'm a little bit afraid, because what's gonna come out? What dark truths are gonna be revealed?
All my truths are fine.
Sorry. My truths are fine. My dark truths are about you not being fine.
Then it's a different kind of honesty, right? Because the loud voice me was being more honest about how I feel about chess, but the soft voice me is more honest about that I would only ever be that honest to be annoying.
Right.
So the different kinds of ways of being honest is what we're talking about today.
Yeah, and to be honest, it just kind of sounds like you're an asshole.
I don't know. It sounds like I'm being honest. And I'm telling it like it is.
Wow. But doesn't that, if you're just, and if I may, Keith, and correct me if this is too forward, it sounds like you're keeping it 100.
I'm keeping it 100, but telling it like it is.
But is that making you less online to keep it 100 so fervently? Is that not the most online you could be?
No, I feel like one of the things about being online is that it's all fake and you're being fake and it's phonies all the way down.
All right. Well,
it is funny though. I am being serious.
Do we
if
want?
you like go and watch a Silent Hill 1 video, this is how we are talking the whole time.
I don't. Honestly, I hate it.
Yeah. I mean, it feels really weird, right?
Well, I mean, the thing is, I feel like, and maybe this is just because I smoke so much more weed than I used to or whatever. Maybe it was because of the concussive trauma I suffered in my head area last year. I feel so often like I speak slower and more lazily now. And I feel like I used to have a lot more energy and be more excited in our recordings. So if you're telling me that that's not the case and that actually I'm bringing the energy these days, that sounds good. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, why don't you watch why don't you compare an episode of Silent Hill 1 to an episode of Silent Hill Homecoming or something?
Okay.
And you'll be like,
I don't
wow.
think I want to do that.
Okay. There is a utility to the excited voice. Do you want to go back to it? We can switch. I can restart. Not the show.
Honestly, I didn't have the coffee. I didn't have my coffee this morning, so this might be a better level to operate at.
Yeah, let's do this is an old school style.
Wow, I'm feeling it now. I'm feeling like I could go 8 to 12 hours in one recording session, like no problem, except for that the videos get really bad by the end.
Well, good news. We're doing that. Not now.
Wow, good.
Not now, but here it is. You may have seen it on Twitter, but I am doing with Kylie we're doing a marathon of Silent Hill games. We're gonna play Jesus Christ, Final Fantasy. Same diff. We're doing a marathon of Final Fantasy games, playing Final Fantasies 8, 9, and 10. God, could you imagine playing Silent Hill 10?
I can.
You can't? That's not a thing, though.
I can. Well, there's like 7 of. There's like 8 of them. There's 8. If you count Origins, there's 8.
If you count, well, right. So then we'd have 8, and then that's it. So we'd have to imagine 9 and 10 from the ground up.
I can do that. One is Silent Hills, and the other is a
Silent Hill
2 pachinko machine. It's a Silent Hill 2 pachinko machine.
So we're doing a Final Fantasy marathon. We're doing it on Friday, the 12th of February. We're starting at, let's say, 1 p.m.
Let's say that.
Let's say 1 p.m.
Let's say that, and then let's have that be true.
You all know that what I cannot do is understand what Final Fantasy is. It's, I would say, 80% real, 20% a bit. The 20% that's a bit is just that I keep bringing it up, but the 80% that's real is actually, like, fully true. Like, I cannot wrap my head around it. And the only part of it that's a joke is that I keep mentioning it. But in an effort to finally wrap my head around Final Fantasy. We're playing 8, 9, and 10. It's going to be a marathon. I have a bad housing situation, and we're raising money for me to have a place to live.
Oh, wow. We're raising money for Keith. I didn't know / forgot about this part.
You definitely knew.
I guess, yeah, that's true.
So you just forgot.
I did sort of forget.
You got so excited about the premise.
Keith.
Yeah.
All right, listen, Keith.
Yeah.
I know we just did a whole marathon where I played the whole time and you just watched, but I think we know it's just because you're good at being the passenger and I'm not. Can I just play just a teensy bit?
How are we going to do that with emulators?
We could just pass the save file over Discord.
Fine, I will sometimes maybe let you play. if I hand you the stream though, and it
Ooh,
causes
sorry. Wait. Old run button. Good. I'm excited
no,
about that.
we can get excited, but then we go back to normal after.
Oh, okay.
We used to
Well, I
yell
guess
and
that's
be
what
loud,
happened.
and
That happened.
because
Yeah.
you remember, I remember sitting in Lexington, Massachusetts, on your bed while we recorded a podcast and talking about like podcast voice and being like it sometimes it feels like we're doing a show just talking, but that's just always how he talked. But the difference is that we have so dramatically escalated what that sounds like.
That's true.
Over the years. So like we always had the podcast energy, but it's just that we have dialed it up from like a 7 to a 10. Well, we're not a 10. I'm sorry. There's people that are genuinely at a 10, so we dialed it up more like from a 6 to an 8.5. Feel that?
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah,
I think there hasn't this situation hasn't come up very often, but sometimes if we meet a person who knows us from Run Button first, and then they're around the two of us when we're near each other, they kind of get this look in their eye where they're like, oh, they're just like this.
Yeah.
Wow, they're just like this.
Yeah, they're just like this all the time. Wow. That doesn't sound exhausting. Funny joke, it does.
Well, whatever. I mean, it's like, if you're being like, wow, it gets exhausting to be us. It's like, yeah, it gets exhausting to be everyone. That's why we go to sleep at night. Like, it's, you just get tired. It's fine.
God, I bet if you act like that all day, you probably have to go to bed at night.
Yeah, if anything, I could use that right now. I'm getting on a slightly more reasonable sleep schedule lately. And in fact, I can tell it's working because last night I actually like stayed up too late again.
Yeah.
But this time when my alarm went off to wake up for Snooze Button, which I completely forgot about because Cheryl was home yesterday because it was like a snow day from work, but then that made my stupid brain think that it was Sunday. So I was like, oh, it's Monday, no Snooze Button.
Yeah.
And then my alarm was like, hey, guess what? There's a Snooze Button.
Yeah, and then I had fully forgotten until I was just sitting at my computer awake and just saw a Discord thing ping that you were like, hey, I'll be ready at 11 for Snooze Button. And I was like, oh, yeah, me too, def.
Here's the trick. You just have to, in your phone, just put an alarm that goes off every week at 10 a.m. on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And then on 10 a.m. on Tuesday, you'll be like, oh, we have to do a Snooze Button in an hour.
Yeah. I've been waking up relatively early because of Noah's new job. I don't think this has come up on a video, but Isaac has been going by Noah recently. So if that's confusing you, that's the answer.
I was hoping that instead of you explaining that immediately, I could jump in and say that you got a new boyfriend, and then it could be a whole bit.
Okay. Do you want to do that?
Ooh, let's just back up and do that.
Yeah.
Oh, ooh, so glad you moved on and found a new flame in your life.
Yep.
Tell me all about Noah. What are they like?
They are like waking up early to work from home at their new job.
Okay, wow. What's their new job? Fuck, Isaac just spent all their time working at a coffee shop, but it sounds like this person has more of a real job. So tell me what their real job is.
They are taking calls at a clinic, at a medical clinic. They're doing calls.
No, they're taking calls at their house, I think.
The calls are going to the clinic, but they are traveling through my house.
Okay. Yeah. They're not coming from inside the house. They're coming from outside the house, and they're coming into the house.
Yeah.
So
because of this, and because the only place in the house that we were able to put their new like work setup, which has like dual monitors, and then instead of a desktop, it's like a laptop with a hub pass through, which is really weird. I've never seen that before, but that's kind of cool.
Wait,
Um,
say that again?
Instead of a desktop computer, it is a laptop with like a hub pass through. And so like the laptop is turned on while it's closed by pressing a
Hmm.
power button on an external hub,
Yeah.
which then
Is it
has
well, is it a dock or is it
it's a
totally
dock. It's a dock.
external? Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, those are
well,
fun. I love those.
by dock, it's called a dock, but it is totally external. I mean, it's the size of a
Right. It's
VHS
like
tape, and it's got like USB ports and stuff on it. And
yeah, well, it's got like is it one of those ones that has like the laptop has some kind of like a cartridge slot on the bottom basically and it like slots
oh
into it?
no, it does everything over USB-C.
Oh,
It's got a
okay. Well, there
USB-C
you
to
go.
USB-C connector that the laptop just stays closed, totally separate. And by the
Yeah.
way, it is like a fucking 3x4 screen ThinkPad with a
Three
little
by
track
four.
nub, but it's got USB-C.
I love the track nub.
Yeah, I miss the track nub. I
Well,
mean, I
actually,
hate it,
I
but
I like the old track nubs. The new track nubs, they tried to fix the track nubs. I think they made them worse. But,
this one
it's just
seems
me.
like it's basically the same as the old kind. But I'm just like shocked to see.
If it doesn't look like a pencil eraser, get the fuck out of here. That's my thoughts on it.
It kind of is like a rubberized thing, but it's the same size as the old ones.
But in my experience, the old ones protruded slightly from the keyboard, and the new ones are sunken in, and they're harder to use.
Oh, this is not sunken. This does protrude slightly, about a millimeter
Oh,
above the keys.
well,
Uh,
that's nice of
yeah,
them.
love it when it protrudes. But yeah,
They
I was
have all
just
these
surprised. I was shocked to
anime.
see like USB-C on a 4x3 laptop with a track nub. Like it
Oh,
just
four by. Okay, wow. You said 4x3 to me, and my brain literally couldn't even figure out what that meant. I was like, you can't be 4 inches by 3 inches. That would be
no, the
insane.
resolution. It is like a square screen,
The
like
aspect
like old. Yeah,
ratio.
the aspect ratio is 4x3. Old. Like
That doesn't
it's
make sense. Why would that exist?
and the two display port monitors are 4x3.
What?
Yeah, it broke my brain to see all this new shit in
Who's
4x3.
doing this?
I have a theory. Do you want to hear the theory?
There's a dark side to office tech.
My theory is that they make it intentionally difficult to use recreationally.
Oh, yeah, they just make it something you don't want to use on your
Right.
own. Yeah.
I mean,
That makes sense.
imagine a 200 pixel density screen, but in 4x3. Like, how do you play a game on that?
I think it would be fine mostly.
But what
I think a lot
resolution
of
would
these
you set it to? If you set it to 1080, you would have 40% of the screen cut off and the top of the bottom. And if you played it
Well,
in 680, then you would be playing in an extremely low resolution.
well, I'll tell you what you have to do, Keith. I mean, if this was their plan, it totally backfired because now what you have to do is try to run some fucking games on this thing.
Yeah. Hmm.
Hmm.
Well,
Wow.
anything else going? Oh, anyway, so because they're starting their job at like 8 a.m., I'm waking up like around there. Like they'll get up and get
Yeah.
ready and start their job, and that will slowly wake me up. And so I've been getting
That's
up
good though.
at around 8:30. It
That's
will.
good, and we all love that for you.
Yeah, I actually also like it for me. It does feel unnatural to be tired at like 11 p.m. Like it feels like it feels wrong to be like 11 p.m. and I'm already like I have to go to
You're like,
bed.
oh no, what's happening?
Yeah, exactly. It's very confusing. I'm startled like a deer in headlights. But the last couple nights I haven't been able to sleep very well. I don't know what's going on. I have been sleeping honestly better than I usually do with a regular schedule, early to bed, early to rise, etc. But yeah, just like last night I was just like not
Well,
sleeping.
I'm sorry, Keith, you didn't finish that one. Could you finish it?
Oh well, that makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise.
Which of the three are you?
Wise.
Um, I won't debate, Keith. I won't debate that one. I'll just let you have it because I'm feeling generous today.
It's the voice.
It's the voice.
People in the
this
chat
is a generous way of speaking.
People in chat.
I don't hear this, by the way. When I listen to old Run Button videos, not like I'm doing it all the time. I'm not like, oh, we sound the same, but I'm not like, wow, we're speaking in slow motion. This is like Walk Button, but in real life.
I want people in the chat to know. I want to know two things. Do you agree that this is how older Run Button videos sounded? And do you want us to stop doing that?
No, you're not doing it. You have to slow
I was.
down.
No, I was. It doesn't. We don't have to put. We don't have to put governors on our engines. We don't have to always be, talking.
And you said that you wanted to do that.
No, it's not about putting a cap. It's about finding a new normal. And can I keep that same range that I have? Can I get loud and fun, but then come back to a new normal down here?
You could do that if you wanted. When I worked at that weird outdoor like museum / flower garden thing.
When was that?
And I was a security guard.
Oh,
there,
I remember that.
And I drove a golf cart around.
That's sick. That's a ton of fun.
That had a speed governor thing on it. It had like an auto brake kind of thing. It wouldn't let the cart roll past a certain speed. But you weren't supposed to shift it from drive to neutral while it was moving. But if you just pushed it really hard, it would do that, and that would unlock the engine brake, and then it could just roll down the hill. So then I could just go up to the top of the hills and play golf cart roller coaster with myself, and then occasionally terrify and almost kill guests. But then they wouldn't complain about me to my supervisor, so I was fine.
Well, I mean, until you weren't.
No, that one I just got a different job.
Oh, okay. Was this one of the, because there was a while, because you worked at an airport.
They didn't hire me back. Oh, they didn't hire me back. They acted well. Okay, my old boss acted like he was like, oh yeah, we'll just hire you back, but then they didn't, and I'm not sure if he changed his mind or if he talked to somebody else and they were like, no, fuck that person.
It's also possible that they just forgot.
They also could have just forgot.
This is the thing that I tell people a lot when they have applied to a job that it seemed like they were going to get and then they just didn't get. Is that managers are dumbasses with broken little brains.
Yep.
And they forget. Not only that they forget that they wanted to hire a specific person, they also forget that they were going to hire someone at all. And so they'll just not hire anyone.
That sounds like Keith comes in and goes like, hey, David, have we gotten a new person yet to help fill out the shifts this week?
Ooh,
oh shit!
No.
I actually forgot.
I just remembered I could make everyone work inconvenient schedules instead, and it actually makes me look better.
Yeah, like I was talking to my roommate Lynn, who works at like a boba tea stand. I think she's 19 now. And like she works these like insane hours that are like totally inconsistent, where it's like one day she'll work like 3 days and the next week she'll work like 55 hours.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it just sounds like your boss is a fucking idiot who can't make schedules.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, so that is the thing, is that like it's so easy, but it's a combination of like that this works. This makes capitalism work better for them. Also
capitalism encourages this.
So like structurally, capitalism encourages insecurity. It's like scheduling insecurity is one kind of insecurity,
right?
But then also, like individually, it promotes total dumbasses into management positions because the only way you can get someone to do that is if they suck.
I remember leaving like my Best Buy job at Geek Squad, leaving. I mean, other than the fact that like, working at Best Buy is not very fun and it doesn't pay super well, but like also leaving because my manager was just an asshole who hated me and was just like played
Yeah,
favorites all the time and was like always shitty to me. And then I said that I was leaving,
I get that
and
though.
he gave me this like oh, being mean to me, you get it? He goes like, "Oh, what happened? Like, oh, why are you leaving?" Just like, you kidding me? Because you made my life a living hell, you shit heel.
Yeah. They don't even like see that. They
They don't even know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just mean people. Like it's just, not all managers are the same because there's a large pool of different personality defects that they could have. Not all of them have all of them. You could have two managers that have totally different reasons why they suck, but it still averages out to being the same kind of person somehow.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah,
Managers
this
are
was the
bad.
kind of manager that he tried to fire me once. He tried to fire me. So he was like, "Oh, hey, I want to oh, it's time for your job review, performance review, like 3-month performance review. Come talk to me." And if I had gone in by myself, I would have been fired, but instead I asked the overall store manager if he could sit in on the meeting because
Ooh, smart.
I hadn't been feeling comfortable with my interactions with him. And so what he did was, in this meeting, he was trying to tell me like all the reasons why I wasn't working out and I had to be fired. And part of what he did was like he listed like one or two like mean nicknames that other supervisors had given to me. And then and then I didn't, like, I think it was like the general manager realized like, "Oh, we can't fire them after we say mean nicknames that they have because that's like wrongful termination or whatever."
Yeah.
Or it's some kind of something. So anyways, I was safe. And then this guy, like a month or two later, it's like, "Oh, what happened?" It's like, "Oh, nothing except for the fact that you hate me and have mean nicknames for me and we're already gonna fire me, you weird idiot."
And not for nothing, but I know that you know about computers, and
What? Oh.
I also know that the people at Geek Squad that I've come into contact with have been totally incompetent. So I can't imagine that you were worse at doing the job part of the job. Maybe you
Oh, I
were.
sure wasn't, Keith.
Yeah.
I sure wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially like I think when he wanted to fire me was also like, because they keep track of all your metrics. Because like, Geek Squad, they want you to get these protection plans. Like they want you to sell computer insurance to people. Like that's Geek Squad's model is buy computer insurance. And then if your computer goes bad, you bring it to us and we fix it for free, after you already paid us a bunch for the computer insurance. And that's like, the thing, they have to pay like out of pocket like $200 or $300 up front for that, and that's basically pure profit for
Yeah.
for Best Buy.
Yeah.
It's like they were literally expecting me to generate like hundreds of dollars of pure revenue for them per hour on top of like normal duties of just like working the counter and like fixing computers and stuff.
For a product that is
Uh,
essentially a total scam.
yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's, there are some people that definitely need to be able to just bring their computer somewhere and have people that know computers fix it for them. But
Right.
yeah, it's definitely it's definitely a business model built around trying to get as much money as possible from those people.
Yeah.
And so anyways, when he wanted to fire me, I had like even though it was uncommon for this to happen, I had like the highest sales metrics for that month or whatever of like our whole department. It was
Yeah.
ridiculous.
That reminds me of GameStop. No one tried to fire me from GameStop, but it was like I just, the thing that they want you to do is like the things that they care most about are attach rates for power-up rewards and new power-up
Right.
rewards sign-ups. And then like And then like the third thing that they care about is used game sales, which is why GameStop is a bad company, because they don't understand that their used game sales are obviously more important
It's
than
all of their
attach rates
money.
for power-up rewards.
Well,
But like they're companies are so bad at knowing how to sell these horrible products that they have, these like horrible service like things, just like generate free money basically. Because like they're constantly trying to get you to push it on the customers, and like all in my experience as someone who was constantly getting the highest or one of the highest attach rates for power-up awards, is that if you ask them if they have it and they say no and you say okay and move on, the ones that want it will just say, well, what is it? and and you'll lose more people who are just like mad that you're being pushy.
yeah.
I never tried to sell power-up rewards even once, and in both stores that I worked at, had the highest numbers.
Yeah, of course, because when I worked at GameStop, I did try to push the rewards, and I never got a single one, basically.
Yeah, because if they want, yeah, because it's like, if you put your head into the mind of like a mother who's buying games for her kids, and she doesn't understand video games, she just like, you know, I think of my mom who like, I have to keep showing her how to use the TV remote, at her own TV remote, because not because she is unable to understand how like changing inputs works, but because she has convinced herself that this is true of her. And you just like a whole generation of people that have given up on the idea that it's possible to figure out technology and it's actually not very difficult. They just go, I won't get it. I'm old, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And so,
and I know that sounds tragic, but it's fine. It'll fix itself. They'll all die.
well,
my daughter already knows what, like, my daughter literally, she's in kindergarten. She is already studying for loops in programming. Like,
wow.
It's nuts. They already have her doing like coding mini games as one of her main subjects in school.
That's sad, because I mean it just shows that that schools understand that like one of the few profitable paths left for anybody anywhere is to learn to code. Yep. But by the time she's old enough to take advantage of that, it will no longer be true because they have taught everyone how to code.
Yeah, exactly. I like, seriously, that was my takeaway, was like, boy, if I ever thought about trying to get a job in and around any kind of coding, I better do it in the next 18 months before like all of the young people are grown up.
But so if I put my head in my mom's head and I go, how would she understand this interaction at GameStop, right? And it's like, she's like, I don't understand. Power up. What are you talking about?
Yeah, she's like, I was terrified the moment I walked in the door.
What are you trying to sell me? No, I don't. I just want the game. But if you go, are you part of our Power Up Rewards program? And they say no, and then you say okay, all of the deals parents go, well, am I missing out on a deal?
Oh, right. Yeah, of course.
And they just ask.
Ooh,
you lose so many people by actually trying to sell it.
He's not going to sell me. I'm going to have to ask. Well, what is it?
If it was good, obviously it's too good of a deal to pass up because they won't even tell me about it. But yeah, and so yeah. Anyway, I can't remember my broader point. Oh, that these stupid companies push these scam products and also don't even understand how to sell them because they make you sell them when they actually sell themselves. Like you get because the answer to the question, well, what is that? It is well, if any used games you buy, you get 10% off for 15% off, and if you trade them back in, you get 10% more. Especially if like someone's buying 4 used games and it's this covers the cost of your used game. Like it is a wash.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
What was I gonna say? Shit. Hey Keith, what was I gonna say?
I don't know. I have a thing. I have a last thing.
I have a uh, sure. What's your last? Wait, how long is your last thing?
Medium long?
Here's my last thing. I was editing Silent Hill last night, and I was getting right around a point where I needed an episode break point, and we got to one of those like long notes, like someone just left a journal entry. So I was like, well, I don't want to read this. Keith, you read it. And then you read it.
Nice.
And then immediately, as soon as you were done, I was like, great job. What did it say? Because I like forgot to listen to it. And I'm just going to cut the episode there so that we're just going to have an episode that starts with the listeners will all be in my shoes. We will all together hear Keith finish reading a thing and then go, wait, what did it say though? And
Great.
That'll be the start of a new.
Honestly, a very
episode.
Convenient little recap in there.
Yeah. I was like, hey, recap this for me immediately. So it's almost as if I was planning it, but I wasn't.
Did you get contacted by a writer for Market Watch?
Well, we got contacted together on the Run Button DMs, and I was like, you can DM us individually. I only worked there for a month or two, though, and then they only reached out to you after that.
You only worked at Run Button for a month or two? Oh, at GameStop.
No, GameStop.
I was like,
yeah,
I was confused.
Former GameStop employees.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
I did read your email though, and it was really good. And I had a bunch of stuff I wanted to tack on to it, but it felt like too much effort. And you already did a good enough job, and she already didn't ask me, so I was like, it's fine. Who gives a shit about this?
Yeah. Did you see what came of that? It's almost what I expected to happen.
I'm sure it'll be. I'm sure nothing of what you said was in the article at all. But what came of it?
So basically, so the GameStop thing happened. Everybody knows. We don't have to talk about it. It's barely interesting.
No, talk about it. Not everyone knows. You should talk about it.
Okay, so the thing that I'm pretty sure that everybody knows is that some hedge funds were trying to short the GameStop stock, and some Reddit Wall Street guys that everyone sort of just assumed were regular people.
Reddit Wall Street jokers.
Reddit Wall Street jokers decided that they were going to buy up this stock and ruin the short, and that they would make money off of this. And that basically proceeded to happen.
Yeah, I feel like you're skipping over the only important part, which is like what that means.
Oh, so what shorting just a stock means, or what happened to the hedge fund? A bunch of market investors invested a bunch of money to make money from GameStop stock going down, because it's obviously going down because GameStop is crumbling. It actually, by the way, had been steady for about a year. Like, it had been trending extremely slightly upwards for about a year.
Okay,
which is the weirdest part about the story.
I just read GameStop as fully doomed. I think at this point, for GameStop to not be doomed, we'd have to not be living in the capitalist society that we do. But
yeah,
then would GameStop even exist if we did that? So it doesn't matter. I think I haven't been to GameStop for anything other than gifts for other people in like 5 to 7 years, really.
Yeah, that's basically true for me, except that I worked there that time.
Yeah, and it's like I can tell you with 100% certainty that GameStop will fail, because if GameStop can't attract me into their store, they cannot attract anybody into their store, I feel like, right?
I think this is the thing, and we have totally gone off track, and this is why I didn't want to spend any more time on what happened with GameStop, because I feel like it's just been everywhere. It's been in the regular news for like 2 weeks.
But this is what you wanted Snooze Button to be. You were like, we got to talk about video game news.
Okay. But we're late on. This was a story for 2 weeks ago.
Well, it's Run Button. We're always late. If they
let's not then waste time on debating whether or not it's good or bad to be late.
If people didn't want to hear,
we're now 3 abstractions away from me talking about what I wanted to talk about.
All right, Token Amaro, go tell us.
Uh, so I actually didn't know that you weren't talked to it. I mean, you weren't in this article, so but basically,
Well, I mean, they reached out to us and I responded. But I responded with, maybe you should reach out to Keith. And
yeah,
then
I
they
just didn't
did that,
see.
and
I
then
just didn't
reach out
see
to
that.
me.
Anyway, the story that they wanted to tell, it seems like, was like, are GameStop employees mad that people are making money off of GameStop stock
So weird.
when they just get a stupid little paycheck? And the answer basically is yes, but that's true all the time, anywhere you work. Basically,
Yeah, and yeah. Now that I'm thinking about it, knowing that is like that's the only angle that was in that article. I suppose there was an article and you saw it.
Yeah,
because that was the angle she was asking about, and yeah, I guess it's like we just talk about the misery of working under capitalism so often that I just didn't really have it in me, I guess, at that point. But my response was going to be like, if you're like, if you're asking if it's, if it's disappointing or frustrating to like work, to labor endlessly for little to no money while, invisible overlords get rich off of your back. Like, what do you think I've been doing my whole life? Like, this is what all of us do constantly.
right. The only thing that separates this from any other place I've ever worked, pretty much, is that at the same time that some people are making some money, a bunch of probably much worse people are losing a bunch of money, which is why the story was interesting. But
yeah, it doesn't even make sense when they're like, are you upset that these random people are making money off of GameStop stock? It's like, that's what stocks are.
Right. Instead of
things random people make money off of.
The presumption is that, like, it makes it different, that it's not the normal people. Like, of course the stock billionaires are going to keep making money on stocks, but like, does it upset you that other seemingly regular people are making money off stock? And it's like, no.
Yeah, like, it's the reason. So so you gave her this big, long, thoughtful thing about,
right. You saw my actual email because it was in the run button thing, not my tweet about it later.
Yeah. Oh no, I haven't seen your tweet about it.
Okay.
I've only seen hey, since no one will ever read it, do you want to read your email?
I'll read the email. I actually, so I had a tweet. It's not the biggest tweet in the world, but I would say that pretty much everyone that follows me on Twitter and was on Twitter that day saw it, I bet. But I will read the relevant part. The GameStop relevant questions that she asked were, as someone who worked at GameStop, would you have been outraged seeing this stock go up so much, knowing that you wouldn't be able to pocket or benefit from it directly? 2, what is your general view about what's been going on? On one hand, a lot of people are seeing this as an opportunity to, quote, stick it to Wall Street. On the other hand, very, hello, fellow kids.
Yeah, I know. And this woman, she looked like she was maybe my age. Like, she didn't look like, she had a Twitter photo. She looked young. Like, it's not some like old Wall Street reporter.
Yeah, she was a CNBC contributor and wrote for Market Watch. On the other hand, a lot of retail investors, by the way, are what they call normal people who invest. If you're not like non-Wall Street, Wall Street investors, that's what a retail investor.
Okay, if you're just some rich fuck off and you just have stock in GameStop,
right. It might be confusing. I think a lot of people understood this as investors in retail stocks. But that's not
what I thought it was.
No, it is people, non-professional investors, basically. On the other hand, a lot of retail investors are putting a lot of their money on the line.
Wait, real quick. More clarification. When you say the term retail investor, the retail in retail investor doesn't refer to retail stores at all.
Right, not at all. It refers to them not being Wall Street professionals.
Gotcha.
Not working for a hedge fund, not like trading on the floor.
Yeah.
That was something that I never saw one person mentioned, and so I was always wondering, is this something just everyone knows about Wall Street, or is this something that everyone right now is misunderstanding about this story?
It's the second one. Yeah, I think it's that one.
Yeah. On the other hand, a lot of retail investors are putting a lot of their money on the line and throwing it at GameStop when they could lose it all.
Oh, fuck that.
Do you think GameStop is worth what it's valued at now based on the share price? And I responded with I basically the tweet. If anybody saw my tweet, that was most of the interesting stuff of what I said. But I'll read the whole thing, and then I'll read what they summed it up to, which is really funny.
Oh boy. Okay.
If you didn't know, that's where this is going.
I didn't know you made it into the article.
I did. Right. I assume you assumed that they would have just cut all this and not included it.
Yeah, I was like, I feel like I also have some trenchant insights I can offer, but like this Market Watch contributor's not gonna care about any of this.
So and knowing that it's Market Watch and that these people are writing a story with a specific angle, I tried very hard to make every single sentence of what I wrote to them not able to be taken out of context. I tried to hit anti-market shit in every sentence, and I will proceed. I am not and would not have been outraged by this. It's certainly infuriating that while nowhere in the country can a person afford decent housing on a full-time minimum wage or adjacent job, capitalists trade around imaginary bits of financialized ownership, creating wealth for themselves on the backs of the actual labor workers are forced to perform under penalty of homelessness and foodlessness. Regardless of this, the retail investors who do stand to gain some comparatively small sum and do it on the poorly placed gambles of the already and still ultra-rich are a blip in the matrix, an exception that proves the rule that Wall Street and in the finance sector are a fraudulent business that manages their walled garden to keep their party small, profits high, and risks minimum, all while espousing the virtues of a totally mythical free market. The free market begets the unfree market. This is necessarily true. I have no doubt that the risks are higher for these retail investors, many of whom are bandwagoning and will lose money that is truly important to them in a way that the Wall Street profiteers never will understand. But to me, this is not cause to shut them out of the market and allow normalcy to return to the walled garden, but to shut the whole thing down. Unfortunately, I think we are an extremely long way off from that happening. And so their take on that was, and this is 3 lines. The middle one is a direct quote. The top and bottom ones are indirect quotes, if you can believe they had to indirectly quote me.
No way.
Individual retailers like those who are part of the Reddit group Wall Street Bets have profited off trading the stock, while hedge funds that shorted the stock have taken a huge hit, he said. Quote, I have no doubt that the risks are higher for these retail investors, many of whom are bandwagoning and will lose money that is truly important to them, unquote, he told Market Watch. But denying them the opportunity to trade, as Robinhood did on Thursday, temporarily barring users from purchasing shares of GameStop, is far more problematic, Carberry said.
Oh, okay.
No, that's
sort of what you. That's kind of what you said.
I did.
Oh, yeah, I guess you're right.
That is not what I said. Denying them the opportunity to trade is more problematic. That is not what I said. I said the problematic thing is Wall Street, and they should shut Wall Street down. And they were like, "That's basically like this." And then it's
about the whole thing. This was also a line I thought about offering. One wonders what they thought they meant when they named their app Robinhood.
Yeah. Anyway, so my funny joke after this tweet of these 2 screen caps, which I will say got 66 retweets to the actual Market Watch tweets 7, and many of the.
So wait, okay. Sorry, I wanted. I kind of misunderstood. So the part that you read, the part you read verbatim from the thing you said, you also screenshotted and tweeted along with
Only
this.
part
You
of
were
it.
doing like a before and after, like here was what I said and here's how they quoted me.
Yes,
Kind
exactly.
Of thing.
Yeah. And so my funny tweet after that was, I tried really hard not to make a single sentence of this usable, so they just used half a sentence. They literally cut one of my sentences in half to not use a full sentence as a quote. Because if they had used the full sentence, it would have continued on from saying, I have no doubts that that risks are higher for retail investors who are borrowing money who lose truly important to them, is that that Wall Street profiteers fundamentally will not understand how any amount of money could be important to someone. But I will say, and this is what kind of struck me, is that I did give at the end of this email, I haven't read it yet because I was saving it for this last bit. I did give what I thought was like an actual market analysis for them to use if they were to use any bit of this. And they didn't use it. I'll read it here. For what it's worth, while I don't acknowledge that the market describes real value and only describes an imagined value that embodies the ideas of the finance industry broadly, GameStop's yeah.
Didn't you?
I did not read this.
Sorry. I don't know, but didn't you read that slightly wrong? I think you like missed.
I'll reread it.
Said,
Maybe
like
I
don't acknowledge that
the market describes real value. Correct.
Okay. Whatever.
For what it's worth.
Continue. I'm sorry.
I mean, if you take issue with this sentence, then that's fine. But for what it's worth,
yeah, I thought you had said I acknowledge that the market doesn't describe real value. Acknowledging a fact is different from acknowledging an untrue fact,
right?
A not fact.
For what it's worth, while I don't acknowledge that the market describes real value and only describes an imagined value that embodies the ideas of the finance industry broadly, GameStop's used games market has an obvious position in the retail space. I think they've been both undervalued in a market obsessed with and fundamentally predicated upon growth, but have also struggled to understand their own position and where their potential is. So I actually did give them an answer to the question about markets, and they just didn't use it.
Yeah, I think off of that, I thought about offering. I thought about offering how like GameStop has been specifically shitty to their employees, actually in a way that's really similar to the game industry more broadly, which is like, you are underpaid compared to comparable jobs because of your passion for the subject matter of the retail store. I didn't
read this, but I did mention some of that stuff earlier on in my thing, but it was mostly just the part where they were like, tell me about your backstory with GameStop, which I would describe what I wrote as mixed, and they would described it as positive in the thing. Later on, I read off only most of what MarketWatch said. I left out the parts where they just talked about what I thought about GameStop, because it's not interesting.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, that is my minor contribution to the GameStop discourse, is that I got asked to contribute to a story by MarketWatch. I knew that it was going to be bullshit. I did it anyway, and I trying to get them to not run what I said, they ran it anyway, extremely twisted, and that was fun for me for a day.
Huzzah!
Yeah, and I wasn't going to talk about this, but since we were on GameStop anyway, I figured we'd be remiss not to mention. Are we gonna play? Seams?
It sounds like it's time to play the Seams. Could you screen share with me?
Yeah.
I played the beginner's guide. Is that something?
The beginner's guide to Sims?
I played the beginner's guide. No, the game, the beginner's guide.
Oh, what is that?
Unrelated to the Sims. Oh, you don't know that?
No.
You don't know this thing?
No.
It's a well-regarded independent video game. I owned it already on Steam, and I was like, man, I should really play that because everyone says that it's good. And then even Steam at some point added a section of the library that says like, here's what people like you like from your own library. And its number one pick was the beginner's guide. And I was like, all right, I'll play it. It's from the person who made the Stanley Parable. And that one was about walking around in an environment that had a narrator that was. It was kind of like a novel take on the unreliable narrator. It's like you're controlling the player, and you're kind of in conflict with the narrator who is trying to get you to stay on a track, and you have the choice to move around. And this one kind of takes like that tech, and the idea is that they're saying like, I had a friend who used to make a bunch of little Source Engine games basically for themselves and not release them. And then they stopped making them, and I want them to make games again. So I'm going to take you through the games that they made, or a selection of them in chronological order, and show them to you, and you're going to play through them. And then his voice, Davey Redden, narrates what you're seeing, and the story of their personal relationship with this person. That it seems unclear if any of this is true, but I certainly never heard anyone be like, it turns out that story in the beginner's guide wasn't true, so maybe it is true. There's some spots that are a little hard to believe, but it was a very interesting game / story. It's like
that's
2
nice.
hours.
Just you said 3 hours long?
2.
Okay. Do you recommend it? Would I like this?
Yeah, it's definitely worth experiencing. Like I said, I don't want to just, I will say if it's a true story, it's wild and it's really interesting, though maybe questionable that they made the game. I'm not really sure. It's weird, but it's interesting.
Okay.
I'm sorry to do that right as you were getting into The Sims.
That's okay.
Let's get into The Sims.
Let's get into The Sims. Okay.
You suggested this randomly, and I was like, that's perfect, because I've actually been feeling like I wanted to play The Sims 4.
Really?
But I hadn't done it.
Let me just take a look at the game. Seems a little loud. I want to turn that down.
Not for me. I think we were just laughing / commiserating last night with my roommates about how, just in general, but especially now in these quarantining, staying home times, so often can we feel like an idle sim who is just walking around their house and then stopping and then turning around and walking to a different part of their house before deciding they're just going to go back to their bedroom.
So I have got here, I can do this little quiz. You want to do a little quiz?
I would love to do a little quiz. I just have to run for some AA batteries because my headphones are dying.
Okay. So I'm an adult, right? I would like to say that I'm a young adult, but I'm a young adult, but I'm not a young adult. I've found a strange plant outside. What do I do? See, of these 3 things, I would do identify it, but like, I might want to identify a plant 1 out of every 10 times I see a weird plant, and the other 9 times I just ignore it. So I'm going to say new question. It's the weekend and I have nothing to do. Invite some friends over, walk to the park, stay in and relax. It's probably one of these 2. But it's probably stay in and relax. Because taking a walk to the park is what I do when I'm not staying in and relax. This one's easy. Fruits and vegetables. The great outdoors are, it's in the name. They're great. A lot of garden questions. Let's get a new thing. It's dinner time. I'm getting hungry. What's the plan?
I'm back. Ooh, my body is a temple. Search Simstagram for recipes. Where's the closest buffet?
It's definitely Simstagram.
Is this is you? Are we just doing this is Keith, and then
Well, let's
then
let's just do. I mean,
what? Are you about to say let's just do a Keith and not a Kylie?
No, that's not what I was going to say at all. I was going to say let's do me, or you know, close to me. I'm letting me guide these decisions. It doesn't have to be literally me.
I think,
but we could do literally us if you want.
I mean, I think it might be hard to do literally us, but we could do something close.
Okay. I'm the person for the job. My friends need someone to... I'm not ignoring that. How do I get by?
What? No, what was it?
Oh, it was a question like, what do you do when someone needs like you to watch their kid? And I was like, I don't care.
Right, but doesn't that that's answering the question. That's you made the wrong answer.
No, I didn't want my answer to that question to inform what they think about me.
But I think this...
See, like it's like they gave me 4 questions about gardening in a row. And then on the 4th question, one of them was like, I don't care. But it's not that I didn't care. It's that I didn't want to answer that question again because I don't want them to be like, oh, this guy just loves gardening. How do I get by in life? None of these.
The answer was, I don't care. I thought you said you clicked the new question button because you didn't care. That is what happened.
I clicked the new question button because I didn't care to have the answer to that question affect their summation of me.
How do I get by in life? None of these are an answer to how somebody would get by in life.
Intelligence isn't hard. That just means I have a job and make money.
Yeah.
So none of that. If I could be remembered for one thing, what would it be? All the art I've made, my contributions to science, for everything I collected. Well, I guess it's got to be the run button is the art I've made.
The art I've made.
As a child...
And what art it is.
I wanted to work... actually, none of these. I guess on robots, that's probably the closest to true.
Okay.
Bugs, critters, and all that? Yeah. No.
Wow.
In my free time, I like to curl up with a book, play video games, hit the gym. Well, we know that it's play video games.
Oh, kabla.
I'm more of a gym rat. You know that about me.
Yeah. What defines success? I don't define success.
How many character levels you have?
Yeah. I guess tell them jokes.
No. Whoa, Chris.
The best music.
None of these. It comes from
none of these.
Yeah, none of these.
You didn't want to do played live?
I don't like live music. Going to watch music live stresses me out.
Same, honestly. Yeah.
I don't want to ever be in a position where I'm expected to woo just because I like something. I want to sit and quietly enjoy the show.
You know you don't have to woo.
But I also don't want to stand there with my arms folded, not wooing when everyone's wooing.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to be observed deciding to either woo or not woo.
Listen, catch me if you want me to go to a concert with you. Catch me when we're all 50 and all the bands we like are doing concerts for sitting down now, because then I'll go no problem.
Yeah, but that's the other thing is that all of the music that I like is standing room only, and I don't want to standing room only.
Right, exactly. The best concert I've ever been to was when Nick was pregnant, so we got to sit in the sitting area instead of standing, and it was great.
I spotted a rare creature. What do I do with a rare creature?
Take a picture.
Not capture it?
I would take a picture. If you would capture it, I would capture it with a picture.
I might try capture it. The world is in peril. What do I do? Go undercover. I trade in other spheres. I am the peril.
These are
insane. No.
This is the problem with our world.
The internet is for inspiration, making money, llama memes. Also, none of these. Guests are coming over. How do I prepare? Clean and fix everything, cook lots of food, make a rocket playlist. All three.
Cook, well, I think it's cook lots of food. I think it's cook lots of food.
I think it's cook lots of food, but I would absolutely do the clean and fix everything first and then cook lots of food.
But you have to, you got to pick one. In the presence of all three, you must pick a one. That's you.
That's
Nailed
me.
it. It's perfect.
How do I change? Okay, there we go.
This was... Oh,
that's not... When they say details,
So-
they mean... No. No.
So-
How's back?
escape key.
No.
Mouse
No.
out. Mouse wheel down.
Right mouse button worked.
Okay. So
How do
when
I
thought...
not be a girl?
So I thought... God, I wish I could figure that out. I thought the questions were going to inform your character's personality.
They did. They're up here.
Okay. It wasn't like a questionnaire for how should you look.
It also
that would be
was.
weird.
It also made a character look.
What?
Yes, it was both.
Okay. I love all of these for you.
I feel like it should not be so tough to figure. They should ask you, hey, they should tell you ahead of time to assign a gender to your character so that you don't spend 15 minutes trying to figure out how to change.
Wait, okay, no, stop. Go. All right. Stop. Click. Make all of the menus come back.
So the menus are
Click on your sim and make the menus.
So the menus are
happen.
situational. If I click on her arms, I get her arm menu. If I click on her torso, I get her torso menu. Oh, okay. Wait, no, this is
Okay.
all of it. Okay,
Wait,
so
up in the top left. Hello, my name is. Top left.
Hello, my name is.
Start with Keith.
No, I'm not
with
naming.
Keith.
No, I'm not. This isn't me. I'm doing a fake name.
No.
This is a fake character whose personality is informed by me.
Okay. How can we get this part of your personality into the character? Because if we could capture this, we'd really have something.
The part that is confused by the menus.
No, the part. It doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure the thing you're looking for is in the top left, bud.
Top left. Like that. Okay, there we go.
I'm here, Geek Squad. This is what I did, baby. People would come in and be like, how do I create a sim? And I'd be like, don't worry about it, I got it. That's not actually what would happen. I will say this. I don't remember working at Geek Squad as being one of my better jobs, because it wasn't. But Geek Squad did have one thing in the customer interactions that has been, like, was the best customer interaction thing ever, is that, like...
Oh my god.
is that on the... Maybe rare might be a strong term. On the rare occasion, when, you would just, like, fix someone's computer and they would just be, like, really, really grateful and relieved, like, oh my god, I thought my computer was broken, but you fixed it. That's amazing. That was really satisfying and nice. Helping people is nice. It's all the rest of it that was awful.
One genie, Lorray.
Deeper. Not that deep.
Okay, so there's the slider.
These are...
and each one of these gets its own...
Yeah, each of these symbols is a voice, and then the slider is low to high. Wait.
Omiva.
Give-
Oh.
Give me 25% on this slider.
Wajini. Yabosa.
That's not an incredibly un-Keith voice.
Omiva.
I think it's more like there.
Yeah, that's something.
Huh?
Yeah, that's something.
That's something.
Skimbo Jorm. Goosha
You are always saying Skimbo Jorm. That's something I know about you.
Skimbo Germ.
Weasel Babid. Shlof Bajelja.
Skimbo Jorm sounds like a pod racer.
I was actually going to say that similar sounds a lot like Hutties. Okay. All right, let's make a guy.
And now from Malastare, it's Skimbo Jorm.
All right. This is the worst hair I've ever seen. This is...
That's Shakespeare hair. I love it. I guess I didn't realize that this was just going to be a sim creating stream. I guess we're not actually going to play the game.
No, we're going to play. We're going to build a house.
We're going to build the house. You're going to customize every part of your sim, and then you're going to build a house. And
okay,
then
we'll go. I guess we'll go through this fast then. Apparently Kylie's got somewhere to be.
Yeah, I have somewhere to be.
Yeah, it's fine. No, we can do 4.5 hours of Black Mesa, but God forbid.
No. I'm here for the long haul, baby. I just want to make sure that you get to live your sim life is all. And I would never want to rush you through that. So just put back the mutton chops and just keep going. And it's fine. Mutton chops are coming back, Keith. Don't you feel it? You think we're just like right on the cusp of just a serious mutton again?
What if
literally
we do...
no thoughts?
No,
total head empty.
Sorry,
on that one.
no, you're right. I was agreeing that mutton chops are coming back by naming our character Young Lincoln. And we're gonna make
sorry, can you?
And we're gonna make an influencer Lincoln. Link influencer.
4 minutes ago, we began creating this sim, and now wait a second, bring back the influencer hair.
I think there's more than one influencer hair in here. You don't think?
I mean, this is mostly all influencer hair. You know. I just feel like real hair became video game hair at some point. Like, I feel like there was all this hair in video games and anime, and it was all like, that's not real hair. And then people were like, but what if it was, though? You know?
Yeah, and
now,
I think
now,
that...
now it is.
But I think that they were right.
That they were right that it was hair?
Yeah. No, they were right that it wasn't hair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the video game hair is real now is bad, I think. I'm saying it. You don't have to say it, I'm saying it.
No, I don't think I don't feel strongly negative enough about it to say that. You know, I think sometimes...
You don't think this sucks? I think this sucks.
I think this sucks.
Yeah.
But not all the time.
So
You know,
Lincoln, famous
That
hat
everyone...
wearer.
Right.
But I'm not exactly seeing a Lincoln hat in here.
Oh, wait, sorry.
There we go.
Go right back up. I'm sorry. Can we go 2 above that one? Yep, there it is. That's the one. Why the fuck is Darth Vader in this? God, I fucking hate this.
The Sims has a pack called it's basically like the Star Wars theme park, but it's in The Sims.
Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, the answer is because George Lucas sold Star Wars to Disney, and now it's in everything. No, the black was...
Well, there's the dark blue, or there's the black.
Oh, I think...
And then, so there's...
I guess I'll leave it up to you, but I might go dark blue, but... Well, maybe not. The black, it's so...
What's that?
Young Lincoln.
It's The Sims.
But it's just like, it's only like 10% unbelievable. Like, you've only marginally created a person that wouldn't exist. This is a little over the top. I don't know.
You don't think that he would have matching earrings that matched the skull in his hat and his hair?
Ooh, if they match the hair and the skull, who am I to deny
Right?
it?
There we go. I don't like that. I like just that. No. Okay. Oh.
Ooh. Oh, that was your that's your business.
Yeah, I
You have
can
to pick a business
change.
attire
Yeah.
for them.
This is casual. Or it's about
That's
to
always so much like, and I do like that they give you that you can edit that in The Sims, but it is always a lot where you like spend a long time on your Sims outfit and you're like, oh shit, they need like 4 more outfits. What are we picking right now? Eyes?
eyes.
I'm not feeling the eyes, but I don't know what eyes I would feel.
Yeah.
Wait, go. And of course, you know.
Lincoln's
The fuck did
has a
Lincoln do?
huge mouth.
Ooh. He does, yeah. I mean, I think you can probably. You think you can widen the mouth? Ooh,
That's
there we
too
go.
wide. There we go.
I don't know, is it?
I think that's about right.
I think it needs to be a little lower.
Yeah.
It's a little wider.
Everett,
a little
so the
lower.
longer
Why do you
I
keep
look at-
you keep changing it.
The longer I
You're
look at the
resetting.
lips, each lip, the longer I look at it, the less like a real person's face it looks like.
Right. Sorry, real quick. You know that by clicking on a new one, you've reset the shape
Yes.
of it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we need a new nose.
That.
Tell me what is that? Does Lincoln have a shapely nose?
Who the fuck knows what Lincoln looked like? What does Lincoln's nose look like?
I think he had a. I think that he had.
I thought it was like a narrow nose.
I think it was narrow, but like I don't want to. How do you? What's the nose version of chiseled? I think it's defined.
I thought it was chiseled.
Chiseled nose.
He's got a chiseled nose, 6-pack nose on this guy. Is this? I feel like we've lost our influencer pretty boy though. Like,
Do you think so?
I feel like we've gone too far in the Lincoln direction and not I think we've lost our influencer.
Well, we haven't done a lot of the different faces. We're still
Maybe not. Okay. He needs. Oh, you know what? Higher cheekbones, right? That's
Yeah.
a big. Oh my gosh! Wow. Wow.
Once you get the cheekbones in there, it all comes together.
Wait,
huh?
go back. What? It really does.
And he does just go by Young Lincoln.
Yeah, that's his name.
His name is Young Lincoln.
First name Young, last name Lincoln.
I was thinking more like a mononym.
Okay. Young Lincoln. Like Mario.
Like, like the Bing Ringo family.
Young Lincoln Bing Ringo. Do it.
You need glasses.
This is just like playing Black Mesa.
It is.
No glasses.
No? Not even these?
Why even those? I don't. Or does he just need big giant? Just give him the big giant glasses. Not.
Ski goggles? No, no glasses, no glasses.
Wait. Give him like big stupid Warby Parker glasses.
That's what I tried to do. You said no glasses.
Oh well, I was.
This is
wrong.
what I.
Well. It's up to you. It's not bad. Not those though.
I hate that. I don't know why that gets me. It makes him look very serious.
This is like Dr. Disrespect Lincoln. This Lincoln got in trouble for making an address in the bathroom.
The eyes are wrong, but I don't know what about the eyes are wrong.
Yeah, I don't know what we can do about that. I mean, you know, eyes are wrong. What is Lincoln? I don't know.
Okay,
I've
I like
never
this.
seen Abraham Lincoln's eyes. All right, yeah, that's fine.
Eyes are brown.
Are they? I always thought Lincoln had piercing red eyes. Vampire Lincoln.
I don't have the one. There's a Sims one where you can actually be a vampire, but I don't have it.
Keep adding affects to him.
He's Lincoln, but he's an e-boy, but he's a vampire. which honestly, adding those affects only brings him closer into the reality of 2021.
Whoa!
What's up?
Just for a
His
second,
hair
looked a lot
covers
more.
where Lincoln's signature birthmark might have been, so I gave him a different, better influencer birthmark.
No, I think we can. You know, I think I saw the birthmark and I was like, oh, the birthmark, but I forgot that's not where it is. So I think we should.
But they have the right one, but it's up here being covered
well,
by.
give him the right one.
No, but it's being covered by the hair.
Keith, excuse me. We are making the most true-to-life, accurate 2020 Abraham Lincoln possible, and an Abraham 2020 Abraham Lincoln.
2020 Abraham Lincoln.
2020 Abraham Lincoln would have his stupid influencer hair covering up his birthmark because that's just how he rolls. You know, he picked this haircut because it spoke to him. And who are we to argue with that?
Yeah. Okay. It's so good.
Stop having amusing thoughts, Lincoln.
Okay.
No. I don't know. This will be the Sim Creation Snooze button, and next week we'll play it. That looks, yeah, that's definitely looking pretty Lincoln to me. That fucker was probably always walking around in a long sleeve button down and a vest.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. Tops.
That's
bottoms.
it. But what about his business attire now? Because that's just his.
Well, he's gonna have to have
wear.
a suit.
Well, what about a zoot suit?
And better pants.
Those are those better?
No, I mean, like, I think that these are maybe, but in business attire you'd get a nice pair of pants.
Wow. Yeah, you know what? Honestly, go back to the shitty, patchy, holy ones, because influencer Lincoln, you never see him from the waist down. He's always on camera, waist up.
Well, but this is
so
designer tears. These are $400 chinos.
Well, those ones do look like factory distressed jeans, but I felt like the other ones just looked like they were actually kind of crappy.
Are you doing a buff influencer or a twink influencer? I think it's just neutral.
It's Lincoln.
It's Lincoln.
It's got to be
little bit of a string bean.
Ooh.
Yeah, you know. Guy was skinny, you can't.
How do you make him
deny it.
tall? Bodies. Tattoos. No.
Oh, you know Lincoln was inked up. Inkin, we call him. Abe's always inking. I bought a digital scale.
If someone knows how to make him taller, let me know. Is that not a thing you can do in The Sims? Can you change literally everything about a person except for their height?
That would be so funny. It doesn't sound impossible, because I could imagine them needing like certain height Sims, but when they have children. Children are short. Why didn't they just they could just use the children animations for short people? I'm sure nobody would find that offensive. Wow, the factory distressed designer jeans definitely bring the whole thing together, I think.
No height, someone said.
No height. All right.
No height.
Whatever. He looks tall.
He does look tall. Okay. I mean, I think that this is it.
Well, I think it's it, but you didn't. Yeah, you can't send him to work like that.
Oh God, are we gonna actually do like a government thing? We could totally make him. That's like something that you can do.
Now, is that a fedora or a trilby? I'm trying to learn the difference.
Why? Why are you trying that?
Just so I can accurately criticize people.
We can't do this for his hat. We've got to do a better hat.
I mean, it's the same hat, right? He's just got the one.
It's a signature hat.
I'll tell you what. I bet you anything Lincoln was a one-hat guy, and if he was an influencer, that hat would have skulls and flowers on it. Or maybe influencer Lincoln does think putting on a trilby makes him presentable for work. I better dress up and put on this trilby.
Let's keep this for now.
And I'm sorry if anyone listening wears a trilby, but you just have to know what people think at a certain point. What am I supposed to do? Shelter you from the world? Hide the naked truth from your soft eyes?
Okay, this is good for now. This is good for now.
Not.
And then we need... I don't understand how to change these.
Change what?
The My Story.
I think Bing. Oh, it got changed. Okay, I thought
this
Bing
is-
Ringo was one word, but Young Lincoln Bing Ringo. I think the questionnaire determined all of this. So I think they're
but
like,
you
"Whoops,
should-
sorry,
you-
you're
they-
a podcaster."
No, they make you change. They make you change it. Sorry, they don't make you change it. They do allow you to change it. I'm pretty sure. If someone can tell me how to change this, you can't change your traits if you've done the questionnaire. Wow, that sucks. For real? You really can't?
Hey, you're good at gardening. Congratulations. Listen, look. Career, entertainer, skill, comedy. This dude's an influencer. Whatever. Right?
But I get bonuses to guitar and violin.
Yeah.
That's fine. Really? If you like, why would they not let you change it? You answer their stupid, horrible questions, and then they're like, yeah, sorry, that's it for you.
That's it. Hey, what about me?
You only start with one person.
What?
Yeah, you don't make.
Why?
I don't know.
Yeah, you totally can't. I mean, in past sim games, you could absolutely make multiple people.
I know you can make multiple people, but when you start a new game, they're like, make your person and then do your house.
Oh. Well, it's spring.
We gotta live in the. What are we living? Are we living in the woods of
Willow Creek?
Willow Creek or New Crest?
It's up to you. God knows I'm not a part of this. BRB, I'm just gonna take a huge rip.
All right, I'm not the greatest in the world at building houses.
Oh wait, at building house. See, I always buy a house. I never.
There's
build
no
a
buy a
house.
house.
In Sims 4, there's no buy a house?
I mean, look.
Okay, all right. You can't just make this. That's a house right there. Why couldn't you buy that house?
It didn't. I mean, it really was like.
I'm not. Chat, let us know if we can buy a house.
You
We'll
don't
click on
want
the
to
house.
build a house? That's the best
No,
part
we
of The
just build
Sims.
We just all right. If to you it's the best part, then you do it because this is your snooze. You're snoozing it, and if that's
I
you
don't
know, follow your
understand.
bliss.
I don't know what
Girl.
you wanted out of this because you were like you're taking too long making a character and now you don't want to build a house. What part of The Sims did you think we were gonna play?
I thought we were gonna play The Sims.
This is playing
You
The
know,
Sims.
like you like send them to work. You teach them how to make waffles. You know, maybe there's like a cute neighbor and you start chatting them up.
That is the second part of The Sims. After
that's
you
playing
make
the
your character and build your house.
Well, I mean, certainly if I'm going to play The Sims, I'm going to spend a while making a character. I just thought we were going to try to expedite it since it is a show.
Flat, square. Once you've placed...
I just, you know, listen, I just finished playing through all of The Last of Us 2, and their message about cyclical violence really touched me. And I've been thinking to myself, you know, the endless violence on Run Button has to stop. It's always about,
Okay, here's a question.
So often it's not about what's being done today. It's about who did what yesterday.
I like your bit,
right?
I think, but I need to ask about the game.
Oh, okay.
What do you start with? What is the difference between a wall tool and a room tool? And
Keith, when I play The Sims, I buy a house. So I don't know the answer.
I'm not asking
Also,
you,
I've
I'm
never
asking the
played The Sims
chat.
before. But then why did you make me stop talking?
So that I could ask the chat.
Oh. And see, this is what I mean. In Run Button, we're always yelling at each other about what just happened. Okay. No, that was a bit. That was a bit, and it's not true. Here's the truth. We're always like, ooh, Keith did something to me before, and I can't just enjoy what we're doing now because I'm thinking, what about before? Right? And I just think probably everything would be better if I could just move on and just think about today. But I can't. And in the interest of that, aren't you always the one complaining about the game being too slow or taking too long on Snooze Button? You know, like you complain the whole time I play Black Mesa for 4 hours, but then as soon as you're playing The Sims, you're like, oh, well, we played Black Mesa for 4 hours, so we're just going to play The Sims for 4 hours. But the whole time you were complaining like that was a bad thing we were doing. But now it serves you, so it's a good idea?
I just assumed that if you were saying yes to The Sims, that you understood that entails making a character and building a house. It never occurred to me that someone would want to play The Sims but not want to make a character and build the house, because that is The Sims. So when you agreed to do The Sims, this is what I thought you were agreeing to.
Oh. Okay.
That makes sense.
You know, I think when I tried to play The Sims when it first came out, I would always build a house. But I would never have enough money to finish the house, and then I would have half a house. And then my Sims would have to sleep on the lawn and they would die or something. It was a lot of that. When I tried to play the Sims 1, I often just couldn't figure out how to make the game go without my Sims like starving and dying. But then once Sims 2 came out and I played that, I was like, wow, you just move into a house and then it's already livable.
Yeah, but
I think you could move into a house in The Sims 1, but I couldn't figure out why the houses cost more than I had or something. I don't know. I was playing a console version, I think, so that who knows.
That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm
5,
definitely
6,
loving the box shape
10.
that you've got going
1,
on.
2,
Total standard
5,
classic
6,
house shape. Love it.
10. It is not. We're doing a Lincoln house for Lincoln.
Oh, you're doing a Lincoln house.
Yeah.
And that means what exactly?
Columns.
Besides log cabin, I assume.
I don't think you can do a log cabin in this.
What a piece of shit. In The Sims 3, it was only log cabins, but now suddenly in The Sims 4, they don't have log cabins anymore. What happened? Did people forget about log cabins? Right?
Oh, I don't know. Did
It
they?
seems like every time they come out with a new Sims, it has less features than before. First they take out log cabins, and then next they take out stovepipe hats that don't have skulls on them. And then what's left?
Yeah, what's left? After that, what's left?
What's left?
Okay, here we go. This is, I think, what I wanted. So this is our little raised. This is our little raised. This is our foundation.
I love it. Seems tall.
Yeah, we're gonna have nice steps.
Is it supposed to be that high? Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna have nice steps.
I hope there's a good stepping animation. Okay,
Boom,
Keith, I'm
house.
gonna be right back. I need you to vamp.
Sure.
I need you to.
I mean, I'll vamp by playing the game.
I need you to be able to fill time with something that will entertain our viewers. Can you do that?
Yeah, I'll be talking about the game.
Perfect. That sounds perfect. Do that. Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay, so I've got this. I want to get a door here. Cannot intersect with walls. Really? You can't, like... That's so weird that you can't do that. That's fine. Oh, wait. Must be placed on a room wall. Wait. Did I do this wrong? It's counting the stairs as intersecting with the wall? No, it's not. That's not what's happening. I think that it's doing this. I think I can know what it is, and I hate it. Okay, so this is... remove wall. Right, and then... Oscar, what are you crying about?
Hello, Keith Joseph.
Hello.
Have you completed your house?
No, I also... So I
heard
can't...
you have some problems with a door.
Look at it, it won't put a door.
Yeah, see, I thought your problem was going to be that you left an opening for the door, and I was going to assume you had to just put the door on a wall.
I tried it both ways.
Yeah. Now, what if you need to put the door there first?
Well, I've tried this. Insufficient height for placement.
Oh, it needs to be higher.
That's a new error that it's giving me.
So it looks like it just needs
What?
a little bit of a stoop.
How do how do I raise the wall without raising the floor?
Are you...
So this is different than the last time I played this. Like, I made a house with no problem the last time I had to make a house in this game.
In The Sims 4, specifically?
Yeah, in The Sims 4. Like, I literally cannot figure out how to put a door on a wall. Okay.
what happens when you click on the door in the little diagram down there?
Someone said on the top of the UI, they recently added the platform tool which lets you mess with the height of rooms. On the top of, if you click the wall, top.
I mean, this definitely seems harder than usual of building a house in The Sims, but I never found. I guess we've already discovered this, but I never found building a house in The Sims to be very easy at all. I always thought it was a very difficult thing.
Really?
I'm surprised how many people consider it essential to the experience, considering how difficult I find it to be. Especially because it's just like, I'm not a fucking architect. I don't know what a good layout for a house is. I'm an idiot. The hell do I know about houses? I don't know from houses. I live in them. That doesn't mean shit.
Ooh, good point.
This is the problem, Keith. This is the problem. You got all these fucking people that are like, I've been living in houses my whole life.
That's what
I
it
could
is.
design one.
Okay.
Bullshit.
This is this thing that looks like it's for Wi-Fi. That changes your wall height. Now, door? No, can't intersect with walls. Which, by the way, is the only thing a door is supposed to do.
Wait. I think the door needs more flat space in front of it. So why don't you add a stoop and then see what happens?
Yeah.
My sim is just gonna sit on the stoop all day and be a stoop kid.
Nice. I heard Stoop Kid was gonna leave the stoop.
Stoop kid never leaves their stoop.
Boom. Door. Look at that. Now you can get in there. What's up?
My roommate Cheryl works as an internet archive book scanner. She works in like the basement of a Boston public library, and they get books from colleges and stuff, and she scans them. And then they put them on the internet. And I just got texted a picture of a book that's called The Grasses, and it has an illustration of like some grass, and then some quotes on the back say, quote, "At long last we have the guide many of us had hoped for. Grasses, an identification guide. This guide to the grasses and grass-like plants gets an A+ from this reviewer." From horticulture. They are fucking bananas for this identification of grasses guide, and I love it.
I agree with that.
So is that the... Sure. You see a grass, you're like, what kind of grass is this?
Wow.
I gotta know.
Gosh, to identify some grass, is there anything better? One. Okay.
So was that the issue with the door?
Yeah, that was it.
I gotta say, Keith, this is looking a bit wonky.
No, it's looking good.
Oh, okay.
Then
Yeah.
there, and then there. There we go.
Wow.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant to happen.
You're right. Sorry. It's basically art now.
Yeah, and I'm loving it. And we're loving this.
And
You have
aren't we all loving this?
$10,000 left. I think that we're not going to have a very furnished house.
Yeah.
Pillars. Look at some columns here.
Hmm.
What's up?
I don't know. I'm thinking about things to talk about.
I mean, look, it hasn't come together yet. What do you look for in a house, Kylie?
What do I look? 4 walls and a roof is a terrific place to start.
Wow.
Yeah.
I have all of that.
You know, I gotta say, I like carpet. I think more than most people.
Really?
I'm not a big fan of the bare wood floor.
Really? And
Yeah,
and why would that be?
You know, I think it's it's like nice and soft on your feet, and it's not cold, not as cold. And you know, dirt and crumbs and stuff that gets swept on the floor, I feel like, you know, it takes more before you have to vacuum it versus like a hardwood floor. I feel like you have to sweep it like every day practically. And certainly I'm not going to sweep a floor every day, which just means my floors are dirty all the time.
I disagree, but I understand that. Hipped roof. What is a hipped roof? Let's try a hipped roof. I like that.
You know,
well, that's a little too hip to me.
I don't know. It's a roof. It's not what houses look like
in real
in our
life.
part of the woods. No, in where we live. I'm sure it looks like a style that might be someplace else. What kind of McMansion nightmare are you building?
The kind that a young Lincoln influencer would live in?
Oh.
Is that fair?
Oh, right. So you never talked about the Lincoln. What is a Lincoln? A Lincoln house. A Lincoln house? Is this a thing?
A Lincoln house, if someone could call someone a Lincoln house, then you probably are talking about a log cabin. But that's not what I'm talking about.
Right.
This is
You're just talking
sort of,
about his influencer house that would be called the Lincoln house.
Right, the Lincoln house, and obviously it would be much more styled after the White House. Oh, that's something. Now that's interesting.
Obviously.
Okay, now check this out. Let's try this. And by the way, everyone I think agrees that roofs are the worst part of the Sims builder. That's what I understand about this. So I'm just really playing it by ear. What does it look like to have a roof in the world of The Sims? Wow. Isn't that a good question?
Isn't that a good question?
Oh, now that's something.
That almost looks on purpose.
That sure does almost look on purpose.
It doesn't look great, but it does almost look on purpose. I think it should protrude a bit, right?
I agree. I think.
Okay, it looks good. It looks okay that way too. I was thinking protruding out from the side of the house to have like the. Yeah, because it needs a gutter. Is that? I just buy the house.
Oh.
I just buy the house.
Some of us, and we're learning, some of us just buy the house. See, see, that looks a little worse to me. Maybe it's the height.
Because that's what I would do in real life too. If they were like, "Hey, do you want to buy a house or do you want to build the house?" I would be like, "No, that's okay. You can. I'll whatever the architect said was an okay house. I'll go with one of those."
See, from the side, I think it's and now it looks kind of wonky.
You ruined it.
I ruined it.
You ruined it. It was better before. Can you like Control Z that?
Yeah.
Ooh, there you go.
Oh,
No. Actually, little bit. Wait. Okay. Now look at this side. That how it kind of protrudes out.
Yeah.
And has its own.
I'm trying to angle the camera down. It just seems like that's not how this camera works. Look, see, I'm over here.
Yeah.
And then I want to go. I want to go down, but it's automatically bringing me up.
Oh. You know, I was thinking the other day about the term McMansion, and it seems to me that it seems to have come to mean something other than I think it originally meant, right? Because like, I feel like we use this term now to mean when rich people basically design their own house and it looks horrible. But wasn't the reason like McDonald's is the idea of it being like a copy and paste kind of thing of like, oh, just these standard like punch hole mansions that we just stamp everywhere. It's a McMansion, right? Because like a hideous house that is totally unique in design, that's not a McMansion. I mean, it is what people would call a McMansion, but it shouldn't be, right?
Yeah, I pretty much agree with that.
I mean, I think people use the term McMansion for both of those types of houses.
Yeah, I guess the question that I would ask is your understanding of where the definition of McMansion comes from just an assumption that you have made, or is it based in reality?
I can't remember anymore is the problem. So, yeah. Just one of those things. It's like, is that what I assumed at some point, or did I used to hear that and it changed at some point? I can't remember anymore.
Ooh, I have lost I've lost my polls here. I think I'm close to done. I think I've almost got this.
Okay. What about the walls on the inside? And what about like
what do you mean?
What about like the kitchen and the bathroom and the bedroom? The living room?
I'm not following.
I spent like all day playing Final Fantasy VII Remake yesterday. And I started playing it again to finish it. And I've been loving it.
Oof,
I was
bad.
loving it. I was loving the Final Fantasy VII Remake. What I had left to do was the Shinra Tower bit at the end. It's like the last segment of the game. But in true Final Fantasy VII Remake fashion, it was much, much longer than I expected it to be, which I should have expected at that point because that's what the whole game was. And it was still great. And then I was right up at the end and I was like, and here comes the end of the game. Here comes like the credits.
Now, is that something?
That's something.
That's something, right?
Nah, I mean, we will certainly take it. Oh, okay. I don't know.
It's hard because
we'll definitely take it.
It's hard because
Well,
it's such
take
a
off
long
the back
house.
part.
Take
out
off
the back bit. You don't
back
need
bit?
the back protrude.
This?
The weird triangle part on the back of the house. You don't need that.
Like that?
Yeah, and try to. If you can match those vertices on the top there, I think you'll have something.
And what if we have, actually, instead of this roof, we have this kind of roof. And we have two of them. Each going half.
I don't think okay.
We're learning how to do roofs.
Well, you could do a colonial roof, which I see as being the second from your right on that list of roof types. You know, where it has the hard edge on one side. It's like two playing cards against each other. Like it's just like a triangle.
This here?
You know what? I love what you've created. It's perfect. You should leave it.
We actually love this.
It's truly beautiful.
Do we not? Do we not think that's really good?
We actually love it. And we should give them windows because I read in a book about prisons that people like being able to see outside.
Huh. Prison, you say?
Yeah. But Keith, I was right at the end of Kingdom Hearts. And I had heard that there was a controversial bit at the end. And I got to a bit that I thought was the controversial bit, and I was like, I'm fine with that. But then I got to a thing where the game immediately became Kingdom Hearts, and I was really upset, and I just stopped. I just shut the game off and went and did something else.
Wow.
That's
serious.
I was going on like 6 to 8 hours, like barreling to the end of this game, and then I was just like, "Woo, we are done for tonight."
What can be controversial?
I think it's weird. So many people at this point took care not to say what it was that I just feel like, I guess we're not spoiling this, so I guess I won't say. But there's kind of a change at the end that, to me, went like, oh, right, the Final Fantasy guy finished this game. Or, sorry, the Kingdom Hearts guy finished this game. Shit. What happened? Weird.
Oh, finished. Huh.
I mean, I don't know that means that, it was just like, oh, all of a sudden right at the end, there's a very Kingdom Hearts thing happening, and I don't understand why. It felt like I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'll finish the game and report back, but I guess now I know why so many people were saying they really hated the end of that game. But I don't know how it ends, so... I was also just so exhausted because, I thought I was at the end of that thing 10 different times, but because everything kept being longer and more stretched out than the original thing, I think by the end of that game, that concept had finally reached something of a breaking point, because I was playing on normal, which was the highest of the 3 difficulties, which has actually been quite difficult. And for a lot of the game, I really enjoyed that because it meant that it was engaging and you had to pay attention and be intentional about your gameplay. And that's what really made a lot of the gameplay shine, I think. But by the end, it just felt like it was being overly difficult for the sake of it. And I was getting pretty tired of it. But that's also on me for playing for the game for 6 hours straight or whatever it was. But I mean, no, you know what? It's not on me for the way they stretched out the motorcycle bit at the end there. There was a maybe too short motorcycle section in the original game, and then the motorcycle section in this game was an hour long for me or something. It was totally bananas.
Huh. That is a lot. That's a lot of motorcycle.
But in some ways, it's kind of fun to see a game go for such grandeur in its design. You're gonna fight on a motorcycle for an hour, but it got silly at a point.
That's a big window. Young Lincoln, big window.
Young Lincoln, big window.
Okay.
Young Lincoln, Bing Ringo, big window.
So we've got these rooms.
Real quick, last bit on the Final Fantasy thing was just I had been playing it for hours and everything was taking too long, and it was like, we're at the end the thing, here comes the end, and then instead of the end, it felt like a knockoff of a Kingdom Hearts monster showed up, and the game got really weird, and I was like, oh, are they ruining this right at the end? This is so depressing, and then I stopped. And that's FF7 Remake. And how are your rooms coming?
Oh,
don't do a
I was
second
just getting
floor.
so confused. I was getting so
You were on the second floor.
I was on the second. I was like, how come it won't let me go down? It's because I was on the second floor. Okay, so we've got a house done. We got it. We got there. I don't. Now it says that I have these rooms that I can buy. Oh, styled rooms. Well, I don't want styled rooms. I want. Let's see. I want marble floor, but there's no marble. Oh, wait. That's just woods. Tile.
But I don't think you can afford. I don't think you can afford marble floors.
I will go without a kitchen. To have marble.
I'm gonna live in a
floors.
stone cabin like the content cabin. If I had any money, I would just go spend a weekend in the content cabin without you. Just
Really? Without
play,
me?
Like Yeah, just play Final Fantasy IX by myself and just enjoy it. Or stream from the content cabin with you streaming from home. That would be great. I should do it, actually.
That sounds like rude as hell.
For it. Why?
To do that without me?
You don't want to.
It's not that I don't want to. I'm about to do a marathon to raise money so I'm not homeless. I can't go on a vacation.
Whatever. I had to do a marathon to raise money to replace my teeth. Shut up. We both have to. I'm not having a good time either.
I'm just saying you can't just be like you don't want to go. I can't afford to go on a vacation. How could How could I try and raise money so that I can have a home and also go on vacation?
Before that, it was before that you didn't have that you needed to raise money to not have a home.
I didn't have any money then either. I didn't lose all my money the day that I learned that I was going to need a new place to live.
Well, last year when we went to the content cabin, it wasn't like we were rich, but we used Run Button to pay for it because we thought it would be a cool idea for Run Button, and it was.
Yeah, well, now I need that money.
I know that. I don't
know. I feel like it's weird that you are not understanding the position that I'm in.
No, I am.
What if the day after you had done your marathon for your teeth, we had then gone on vacation?
It's for Run Button. It's not a vacation. It's a Run Button event. We went there to work. We set up you know, that living room was not the living room of people on vacation. It was the living room of people with like a guerrilla recording setup, because that's what it was.
Okay, but then can I ask, why do you want to do that again? If it's just work.
Because I just really appreciate. I just really appreciate the mental focus and clarity of being in a stone cabin.
I would love to go back there when it's possible to. How come it's like, how come I can't like drag countertop?
It sure looks like you are right now.
No, I'm doing one at a time. And then it's also not.
You're doing it. That's not the right way. Can you drag it that way?
No, I can't drag it any way. I have to place each one individually.
Well,
real
cabinets kind of be like that.
Is it has it been backwards this whole time? No,
Yeah.
not the whole time. Like I just don't understand why The Sims is bad when it could have just instead been good.
I can't Unfortunately, I can't really compare it to the previous builders because I don't really remember them. This just looks like The Sims to me.
Oh, this is what he's got. This is his stove. This is the little touch of the old Lincoln. I will do a better job designing this kitchen on my own time, but we gotta get.
You don't want this? No, make it standalone at the end. Hey, look, that's a standalone stove.
Like that.
Wow, I love it. Yeah, he cooks right in the front window.
He likes to look out.
He looks out at the people walking down the street, expressionless as he, flips his hamburgers or whatever. I don't know why you had to ruin our fun like that, but okay.
I'm trying to figure out where to put the refrigerator. My kitchen, my kitchen. My kitchen is so weird that I don't remember how real kitchens look.
Oh, okay. My kitchen, I have an enormous kitchen. My kitchen is like a long rectangle with counters and a sink on one side and like the fridge and the other stuff on the other side.
Yeah.
And another counter. It's got a stove and a counter and a fridge on the other side. And a little closet. We keep the broom. And the door to the basement, like a kitchen might have sometimes.
That's great. I have a standalone basin sink. I have 2 ovens.
Right.
And I have a separate counter-mounted stove, cooktop. And I have no drawers, but just lower and upper cabinets. Right, and very limited counter space. So I have just like a really weird kitchen, and so I forget how. I just don't know how to make. I don't know how to make a kitchen anymore. What does a kitchen look like? Like that's not right.
I mean, speaking of houses built by architects, though, I live in a duplex, which I'm not a huge fan of because, you're like, it's like I live in a house that's like designed like a puzzle box to cram 2 living spaces together into one. But it's like a 2.5 story house though, so it's big. But it's really interesting because even though I don't really love the philosophy behind trying to cram people together for basically no reason. It's really well designed in this kind of clever way where it still feels really big, and it doesn't even feel like I live in a place where someone else is living. So I'm always just kind of like looking around at the ceilings and thinking about how this place is put together, because there's like... But like, it is funny though, because the house is like my closet though in my bedroom is like triangular because it cuts into the stairs that someone else goes up to go to their bedroom. But that's in our living space. But I think like behind my bedroom wall is my landlord's staircase to get up to her kitchen like entrance. Weird house, but it's cool.
That is weird.
And it's like, it is one of these, it's a McDuplex. It's like basically every house on the whole block is like practically the same shape.
You in Alston?
Close. Well, close-ish. I'm in Davis Square, which it's bigger than it sounds. I'm in Tufts. I'm in a place that
You're in Tufts, right?
is in Somerville, but is sometimes like called Tufts because it's right next to Tufts University, and that's not annoying or anything.
Oh, well, we did it. We ran out of money.
Congrats. Woohoo, as they say.
Ooh,
Oh,
I
but
can't
you know what's
afford
funny?
any chairs.
I say I live in Davis Square, which is basically true. It's like the nearest, like I walk down a couple streets and then I'm in Davis Square. But what's funny is there is a sign right in front of my house that says something something square, and I can't even say who it is because it would literally just tell you exactly where my house is, because it says like, this is Keith Carberry Square, but it's just like where my residential street meets a different dead-end residential street. And I'm just like, this is just two streets. Like, this is not a square. And I don't know if it's like some throwaway nomination they just did for no reason, or if it was like a town square 150 years ago and now it's just houses, or what.
He's home.
Oh.
He says... Oh, he's uncomfortable from his poorly decorated house.
He's not thrilled about this?
What's that?
Are you not thrilled about this, young Lincoln?
Yeah, you don't like
you
don't like your gigantic empty house with half a kitchen.
He is an influencer, so
Please. I just cannot explain how much more important it was for you to have a series of gigantic bay windows but not have a bed or a chair.
So many bay windows.
He's cloud gazing now.
So, I'm not even gonna bring up buying a house.
I've told him to go home.
And
Oh, maybe you want to talk to... Funny introduction. Will he not stop cloud gazing? Why can't I get him to stop cloud gazing?
Because he's a young Gen Z free spirit who,
Q
he's just
is
here
full.
to fucking live it. His queue is full. His to-do list is full, and it's all lie here and stare at the sky. Love it.
Inspired.
This is
Oh,
our-
he became
this is our
inspired
man.
from cloud
Wow.
gazing. That's great.
Yeah.
But is still just lying there.
On the pavement.
Did I break the game?
He's got his head on the sidewalk,
okay.
like la-di-da. No, he just really wanted to lie there that much. Oh, this fucking asshole.
Please put on your casual wear. Thank you.
I didn't even get a sim.
We'll get you a sim.
No, it's fine. We've got young Lincoln. It's fine.
Young Lincoln is good. I mean, it's not like I got a sim either. We did Young Lincoln.
I guess.
Funny introduction.
Bob and F.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, she gets it. Nice. Funny introduction.
Shabney Brifna. Pana
Shabney Grifna.
Ah, Berengaba.
Pando. Snursh Wallabepso.
This guy is funny.
What
He's
is
really
this?
funny.
I hate that guy.
Sharib. Flohane
So yeah, he is an
Espascu.
influencer. He's really funny, and I hate him.
Alfonsa.
He says, not you. Did you see that?
Grasha. Zomas.
No.
Buna.
He was talking to her, and what he said was, your face with a cross through it? And she says, my face without a cross through it. But a squid?
I hate you? No, you don't. Hey, girl.
Excuse
yeah,
me?
just go head on in there.
This
I'll
other
get to you in a
influencer
second.
clearly said, I recognize this architecture.
So.
Funny introduction. She says, this must be this is an influencer house, I can tell. I forgot something about the house. We got to paint it. Could we afford that?
She's like, this morning there was no house here, and today someone leaned concrete sheets together and put in a bunch of bay windows.
Okay, we'll paint it some other time.
Ah. Sibo, Roshithama, Vipid, Franj Bishoshi,
Franz Bashoji.
Hemkahar
Infoliness.
Smobanuku.
Jalorbarinka. Clonide.
we've
For its worth,
learned-
there's a ton of. Why is she talking about bats, dinosaurs, and explosions? Is she explaining an action movie or something?
Oh!
She just
Coolio.
loves bats and dinosaurs and
Sharp
explosions.
Flassel.
She's got cool
Frobby
interests.
Sebrum, Fenoi, Wisub, Mankel Mifwa, Bekanoi Shuna, Frobby Sebrum.
Well, we've learned that Simlish hasn't gotten old. Still good.
Still good.
Orb,
The
Nurchel,
so my goal. I have some goals here. It's to I achieved level 3 comedy skill already. Look at that. Be funny to 5
do
Sims.
have
Game.
a question.
Narfa.
Are we
Fazoo lived in a
live
bay.
right now?
Prom Smazy. Ozani
Yeah.
Sharji.
See
Wixona
that. Okay.
Zarspa.
I thought we were on
Gossip,
YouTube.
Bimbus,
No, we're on Twitch. We're on Twitch.
We're on Twitch.
And actually, why don't you
where's
go?
She go? Oh, where's she going?
We had our
Okay,
conversation, and she went on her way. Welcome home, buddy. The life
welcome home.
of a grammar is hard.
Oof. Yeah, it's not as cushy as a vine house, but hey, those days are over.
So daily task: write jokes, practice music. I don't know how to make him do that.
You know, it's funny. Lucas has like whole YouTube accounts that he enjoys watching that are just collections of a single person's vines that they made before vines were shut down. And it is funny to see, like, we really did as a human race just wring everything there was out of that format in like 2 years,
Out of
right?
Vine?
'Cause, like, there's so much Vine out there.
There really is. Yeah, it's unbelievable.
You can just watch Vines for hours. You will never see all the funny Vines.
If anyone okay, if you hover over the task, it tells you how.
I'll be back in a moment.
Okay. I'm not getting that. Write jokes / practice music. See, writing jokes seems free. He's just standing in his house, in his empty house. Maybe have lunch. Have a grilled cheese. I need a computer to write jokes. Well, how do I get money if I don't have anybody to do my job? How do I get money? Uh-oh, he's gonna burn it. Go fishing and sell the fish. Okay. I need a toilet too. Jeez. God, you people are so high maintenance. I'm saving it now, so if he dies, it'll be okay. All right, we're gonna go fishing. Oh, this seems like I can't go fishing here. Is there actually a spot where I can go fishing? It seems like there isn't. Is he forgetting to eat? Is he just standing with the sandwich? Eating at the counter. Very relatable, by the way. Holding your plate and just eating at the counter. Check for the small wooden signs with the fish on it near the water. How small we talking? Oh, go fishing. I don't have to do anything. He just... What's that?
Sorry, go ahead.
I don't have to do anything. He will just fish on his own, I assume. I don't have to, like...
Yeah, you don't have to win at fishing. He's just fishing. It's snowing. It's springtime. Fucked up. Speaking of snow, how much do you have on the ground over there?
Not much, actually.
Me neither.
How do I sell the fish?
Got a couple inches, I think. How do you sell fish?
He really has to pee.
Really has to pee.
He really has to pee.
Do you... I mean, I don't think this is like an RPG. Does he have fish from
Use
fishing?
bathroom.
Are those his fish right there?
I got 2 fish, but I don't know how to sell them yet. But they are worth $8.
That seems really unlikely that you would catch $8 worth of fish by just like fishing, just randomly, like just like that.
Oh yeah? You think so? I don't think so. God, he's really having young Lincoln. I mean, I gotta say, young Lincoln real Lincoln as a young man did not have it easy. And so I feel like if our young Lincoln becomes an influencer, whether by telling jokes or by becoming president or just by having a hot and desirable account, he's gonna come by. He's coming by it honest.
Okay. You think he's a fishing influencer, maybe?
Maybe.
Hey, out here at the Stakova River, just trying to catch a few fish, pay the bills. I'm not really into into prepping them and eating them, but maybe sell them and then go get a burger at the Wendy's. That's Link Influencer's thing. He's a real lame-o.
I'm doing fine. Someone said just drag to sell. It says right here, drag here to sell. Nice. I now have $34. Someone also, by the way, said that sometimes you can fish Oh, he was gonna sleep on the bench, and I said no. Keep fishing.
What are you doing?
I didn't know that he was about to sleep. I am gonna make him fish one more time. I might be. I don't think I can buy a toilet for $34. But it's fine. He can sleep in the snow on the bench. Just once, probably. By the time tomorrow rolls around, he'll probably have enough money to buy a bed or a toilet, one or the other.
Oh, okay. You don't have money for a toilet or a bed. That's the issue. Just let him sleep on the bench. Please let this boy sleep.
He's asleep.
Sleep
there he
for
goes.
Lincoln.
And look, he's fine. It says it right there. A sim that is fine isn't feeling particularly strongly in one way or the other. And I think that's a great way to feel after, like, I just think it's really great that he can sleep outside in the snow on a bench and be fine. It shows strength of spirit. This is the kind of conditions that breeds the absolute narcissism that you need to become a successful president or Simstagrammer. But he's fine. He's fine.
He's fine.
Ask him how he's doing.
Hey, Link Influencer, how are you doing?
I'm fine. That's how he talks.
Wow. You talked different than I thought.
I talk like Lincoln. Like how we all know Lincoln talked. Oh, he's still tired.
Ooh, he's got that split sleep going on. I know that. That's bad.
Looks like the fish in this area are too crafty for young Lincoln. Okay, how about here? Somehow these are two different areas. Oh, I keep throwing shit out. I don't want. If it's trash, like, let me decide whether I want it or not.
Maybe you have to put back some of the fish because they're too small.
No, they look big when he takes them out. I think,
Keith, what do you think?
Oh, I was gonna say that our goal should be to buy a toilet or a bed, and then we can maybe call it. Unless you're enjoying your time.
I mean, I'm not hating our time.
Okay.
I think we should do a bit more.
Okay.
For our boy. I think we should get him a computer so he can,
See, that's important because he can definitely sleep on the bench and piss in the park. But there's nowhere to write. There's nowhere to do.
He's supposed to be an influencer, right?
Oh, look at that! Excellent quality bass for $20.
You can't influence with a toilet.
What was that? Boot? I would have kept the boot.
Why?
I bet I could sell it for $2.
$2? You think you could fish a boot up from a river and get $2 for the boot?
Yes, from the right buyer. Okay, he's hungry. Well, I'm getting a call from Bella Goth. Would you like to come over and hang? Oh, she would like to come over and hang out. That seems bad.
Yeah.
We cannot let her come to our house.
Why? No, she should come over.
There's nowhere to sit.
I only recently learned that Bella Goth is like a long time Sims character.
Bella Goth is? It does sound familiar. Is she just in a bunch of the different towns?
I think I think she's been in like every Sims since the first one.
Fine, let's say fine. She can come over.
Come on over, Bella. You'll love it. Hey, you should bring your TV. Hey, come over.
Yeah. Do you have that?
Come
do you
over
have
and
a
bring your
couch?
flat screen.
She asked
I
if she
hope
could
you
come
like
over, and he's just still
standing.
fishing.
Well, you should go. I mean, if she comes, you should go home.
He will stop fishing. I think he just wants to finish the fish action here.
I don't
See that
I
there?
think he's kind of a dummy.
What
do you have
no. You don't know that about him.
Okay, I'm sorry. What do you have?
He's
your
young
autonomy
Lincoln.
set
His
to?
favorite. He loves
Why
to
is he
read
so
about
uncomfortable?
the law.
He's
Because we have to
hungry.
pee and we're hungry and we
Where is
are
he gonna,
tired.
What is he gonna eat? What is he gonna eat?
We have food in the fridge. It costs $3 when you eat.
We just next week I'll play The Sims on next week's Snooze button, and I'll have a sim, and then I will buy a house, and I'll have a place to live. It'll be so great.
Have Sim do nothing social for 24 hours. I got an achievement for that? Like, that's supposed to be some tough thing to do?
I mean, in The Sims, how could you have social interactions every 24 hours? Seems impossible. And that's not even true, because Bella Goth asked to come over. She called you up and was like, hey, can I come over? And you were like, yes, you can. That's a social interaction. If you ignored her, that would be not a social interaction.
Right. Send home. Lie about career. Give fake bad news.
What the fuck? Your guy's an asshole.
Mean, mischief, romance, funny. Be funny. Give funny
Tell
gift.
jokes about vampires.
Tell a joke about vampires.
This
She
girl
likes
will
that.
fucking love jokes about vampires.
She's getting frustrated, I think. Oh, and
But
here
when
we
she
are.
hears this joke. Holy shit. Zoom in, zoom in.
She said, she was like,
where
yeah,
are you
vampires.
going? Yeah, I love vampires.
Oh, I have to
He's
go
like,
inside
I'm
to
gonna
let
go
her
inside
in.
now.
Oh, maybe that's not it? Yeah, I think that's what it was.
I'm not home yet. I have to go home, and then I can let you in. Hang on.
Doing funny dance. She says, no sun and clouds.
Talk about the rainy weather. Be like, don't we both love this rainy weather? I'm only happy when it rains. What about you, Bella? Talk about the thunderstorm.
Let's discuss best violin. Complain about thunderstorms.
Oh,
Try
now it
to
only says
console.
complain. Oh, okay,
Oh,
bye.
No, okay. Oh, she came back.
Maybe you could
is a very
kickstart
weird
your
interaction.
Maybe you could kickstart your influencer career by posting your house on r/male living space.
Okay, bye. I'm going to pass out in 11 minutes.
Go to sleep.
Eat applesauce.
Oh, Bella's flirty.
He keeps making food and then not eating it.
Eat it. Eat the food. We want to see it. Bake waffles in your oven or something. You know what Sims do.
Oh no.
Oh shit, he died.
He sleep
Died
died.
of exhaustion.
All right,
He
come on,
died
wake up,
face
buddy.
down. Let this
Go to work?
man
Wait, go to
sleep.
work?
Why?
And now
What
she's in the
job?
house. Sorry, I was just watching you sleep. I saw you from the window. Adds up. So he's going to work, whatever that is.
Came in to check on you because I found you. I looked
I
through
found
your
you
window
dead?
and saw you. I saw you asleep, face down on your kitchen floor. Are you okay?
Are you okay?
Yeah. I just gotta get
Yeah, I
to
was
work.
just on my way to work.
The Sims is a really good game.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem to have gotten any better at all at modeling life.
She's still in our house. She's just standing there. Are you about to eat our food?
Make a sandwich,
You-
girl. Be at home.
You're married. You have like a husband in a house.
Oh, that's not okay.
Thanks for hanging out with me. See you later.
Lovely to have you.
Oh, we just made $240.
I think that was just the inviting her over hadn't run out yet. She was still invited over. So you're like, hey, come hang out. I gotta go to work. Bye.
This is honestly, I feel like we've accidentally, really accurately modeled both the life of a young Abraham Lincoln and also the life of a young comedian.
Sure how it's the life of Abraham Lincoln, but I'm glad you're satisfied.
Just tough, having a fish for food.
A girl comes into your house and eats all your peas. Eats a big bowl of peas.
Big bowl of peas. All right. So we have $330. Does that mean that we can get a computer?
Please make this madness end. Buy this man a computer.
I need one thing.
I started that sentence thinking I was going to urge you to buy him a bed.
No,
But
we
then
do
by the
not have
time I
enough for a
finished
computer.
What about those ones?
These are locked,
Oh.
and these ones are too expensive. These ones are also too expensive, but they are, in addition to that, locked.
Please get him a bed. And
I can't afford the
Have 'em-
anti-goblin bed by Kindermate. Okay, so this looks like what we're getting right now.
wait, did I buy Ancestors and forget about it?
Maybe.
The Humankind Odyssey.
Okay, so we have to sleep for real. But then what we have to do, and actually, if you don't mind, why don't you, since we've been going for a while, why don't you tweet out that we're still playing The Sims?
Oh, are we not finishing? I thought we were like done.
Oh, well, I said, why don't we get a better toilet? And you said, why don't we keep going?
Oh.
Remember?
I just felt like the show just really felt like it had come to a crescendo, and it was just like a good time to call it.
I feel like I feel like we have just now gotten into where maybe we can sleep and not be so miserable and bad.
Right. So that's a great place to call it. He is eating a plate of rotting food right now.
I don't think it was rotting.
pause it and swing the camera?
I think it was just it's gone, but I think it was just grilled cheese.
It's stinky. Look, it's all the green lines coming off of it.
Oh yeah, it was out all day. I hope he doesn't get
Yeah,
sick.
he's probably sick or something. This moron.
This moron.
This moron.
Bedtime.
Sorry, that's offensive. That's offensive to morons. I'm sorry. Oh, this is the new me. I'm edgy now.
Oh, it's him that stinks, not the food.
Oh.
He's leaving
Yeah,
a trail of that he stinks.
Yeah, that makes sense. That does check out, actually. Can he wash himself with that sink? Link influencer.
I can wash hands and brush teeth. Getting a little more sleep, getting a little more rest. Look at that.
Look how much space. Look how big of a house you thought you needed.
He's going to need it for when he's famous. That's dress for the job you want. Get the house.
I think it was beautiful because I went into it being like, I don't ever build a house in The Sims because I always make it too big and then run out of money and I can't put anything in it. And
Yeah.
instead of showing me how wrong I was, you just did that.
It's about growing into a space.
You're destroying your Sims mental state.
I don't understand what you mean.
I thought the point of the game was to live a life and to make your Sim happy. But I guess
Oops,
we're
I
learning
pissed my
there's
pants.
different ways to play the Sim. I guess we're learning alternate ways to play the Sims.
Bladders is taken care of, though. I don't understand. I don't understand why you're taking issue with my lifestyle. Look, 20. All I had was 20 grand. It goes by fast.
Okay.
Oh my god. Young Lincoln. Ooh, you see that? Look at that. That's a 45. That's a salmon.
Oh my god, a salmon.
That's a $45 fish.
Ooh, that's a good salmon.
This is a good spot.
Okay.
Okay, I only have 2 hours left. Do you think I'm getting...
Can he bathe in the river?
No. Sorry.
Come on. Is there a public shower?
Look at how much money I have. Look at how he's a pro fisher.
I'm just concerned.
I'm really impressed. I mean, to have he has plumbed the absolute depths of the soul here. And to come out the other side with $125 worth of fish, I think it really says something about him. I don't like that. I don't like that the rain isn't improving my hygiene. Wash hands, brush teeth. I'm gonna wash my hands twice.
Keith.
Yeah.
You recently brought up the idea of having Run Button focus on only doing a Let's Play of one game until the game was done.
Right, and not necessarily releasing it like that, but for us.
Oh? Oh. Wouldn't that be the same thing?
If we had a nice backlog going and we finished a game in 4 sittings, I think we lose a lot of time and focus by switching games.
Oh, so if we were just different people.
Yeah, if we just were
We
different
could.
people, we could be different people.
For once, we agree. Okay. Do you have any interest in doing 13 Sentinels?
I don't know. Maybe I don't really know what it is. I mean, I know kind of what it is.
It seems so. I guess it turns out it's like a turn-based strategy robot fighter game, but also a visual novel. It's like a 13 character point of view visual novel.
Have you started it?
No, it's coming in the mail. It was on sale on GameStop. I was thinking about doing like a Let's Play and posting it on a different channel with my roommates. And I was thinking about doing 13 Sentinels, but then it turns out one of them like really hates turn-based strategy games, so we're not gonna do that one. But it sounds really cool, and I've heard people be extremely positive about it in a way where I'm like, I bet if I play it on my own, I'm gonna be like, dang, this was so good. What if we did it for Run Button?
You're gonna start a second Let's Play channel?
Just for doing for funsies.
Just for fun. One's for worksies, one's for funsies.
Yeah, remember that one time when I did a stream with a friend and you were like, hey, if you want to do streams with your friends, do it on your own channel. So I'm going to do that.
He's just going to stand there and look at his food. Okay, he's going to eat it. I like this corner cabinet. I didn't like it at first, but now I like it.
I love that corner cabinet.
Yeah.
Lincoln would have a corner cabinet just like that, and
yeah.
You can tell he's got plates.
You can tell.
Hey,
yeah.
Where are all these plates? Where are all these plates coming from?
Here's
no
where he keeps the plates, and here's where he displays the plate so that you know what kind of plate it's gonna be. Look, he's washing up. Look, he's barely even, his shit's going good, I think. I have a phone, but I can't browse. I can't write jokes on my phone.
Is something on fire in your house?
I don't know, because the camera is extremely slow. No.
He can't write jokes because he doesn't have a phone. Oh, I thought his plumb bob, I couldn't see where, I thought he wasn't there and his orange plumb bob was a flame.
No, he does have a phone, but for some reason you can only write jokes on a computer. You can't do it on a phone. Which I disagree. I think you can totally write jokes on a phone. That's where I think these days people write jokes, if they do.
Yeah. It's true.
Yeah. I really think the rain should be cleaning me up. Too crafty for me.
I mean, you could get a little... Gotta take care of some of the oils. Maybe, help some of the stink.
Well, I'm far too uncomfortable to fish. That's bad.
Oh, hey, Keith, I finally remembered. Like a month ago when we were recording Yakuza, you brought up that I had been watching, that you got recommended Nile Red videos because I had been watching that, and
Right.
then we were like, oh, hang on, a cutscene, and then we never got back to it.
Yeah, I was just gonna say this guy, he's got like millions of followers. Maybe he could fucking try a little harder. Everything he did was wrong.
Oh, most of his videos I saw have been good. And
I saw
is
2
successful at
videos
things
in
he
a
tries.
row. I watched 2 videos in a row, and both of them he just like kept fucking up the experiment over and over again. And like 4 different times they had to stop the experiment because they keep forgetting things that they actually needed and like they have to pause so that they can go to Home Depot.
That's funny. Well, that doesn't sound so good. I don't think a lot of his videos are like that. I would say actually one of the things I like about his videos is that they're not overly polished, where he doesn't, where you do see him make some mistakes, or you see him go through the process of figuring out the thing he's trying to do. But yeah, maybe there's a limit on it.
It wasn't so bad. Uh-oh, he's got to pee again. Don't pee your pants. It's the Don't Pee Your Pants challenge. Everyone on TikTok is doing that.
I think he's way too comfortable with product placement in his videos. He doesn't have product placement in his videos, but like he also doesn't cover up the brands of anything that he uses and other things I can't remember.
Why won't he go? He has now less.
He does have. Oh, sorry, he does have sponsorship on his videos. Now I remember.
You just forgot.
Some of them. I think it's like a more recent thing. So yeah.
He says, I have to go to the bathroom, but I won't go to the bathroom. There we go. That seems like it's working.
I don't want to pee here. I want to pee in my own home.
Well, too bad. You have 4 minutes. He had 2 hours. It took him.
I want to piss my pants at home.
It took him 2 hours to get. He's just gonna piss his pants.
How much autonomy does your sim have?
Apparently enough. Yep, there you go. That's what you get. I told you where the bathroom was. Sorry, I guess you're just a fucking idiot.
He's feeling a little yellow, folks. How much autonomy? What's the setting?
He
he needs more to be smarter.
Or he needs less to use the bathroom when I say.
I don't. Well, he's back at his fucking fishing spot.
He's examining the water.
Say what you will about the man, you can't say he doesn't like fishing at the river.
And why would you even want to say that about someone?
Well, I think a lot of people are trying to discredit the hard work he does. They're like, hey, Link influencer, you're a dirty bum sleeping on a park bench. And he's like, hey, I'm working hard at this fishing thing. I'm doing my own thing.
I'm doing my own thing.
All these valuable fish. I'm doing my own thing. I have all these valuable fish.
I've almost caught enough fish to buy a shower.
I will take a shower when I have caught enough fish. Good day to you, sir.
I just want to be a professional influencer. I mean, is that so much to ask? Can I please take out a loan?
Listen, I became an influencer and I built this house and I didn't know, the architect didn't tell me that it didn't cover the inside of the house. So now I'm trying to build a shower.
He's a self-starter. He's a true self-starter.
The portrait in the bottom left is just it's just
Ugh.
perfect.
He almost doesn't
God.
care about that anymore, though.
He's just uncomfortable. Just take a fucking shower.
There's no shower.
What's his job? Didn't he say he was going to work at some point?
Yeah, he writes jokes. His job is being a C-lister. 3 days a week.
Well, I mean, you know, this is really accurate because, like, how you've chosen to play The Sims here, it would be as if you essentially dropped a wild animal into the wrong environment. Like, you picked up a human being and then placed them into a habitat that was not constructed to support human life, and he just doesn't know what to do. So he's just fishing at the river all day and sleeping on a park bench.
I meant to make Young Lincoln, but I accidentally made Aqualung. God, look, he's filthy. Good cast, though. Nice form.
I love that in The Sims you can get better at something by just clicking a computer mouse. I wish I could get better at everything by clicking a computer mouse.
You
'cause
can. It's
then I
video
would be
games
good
is
at
what you get
everything.
better at by clicking a computer mouse.
Well, I want to get better at other things. I've had a little bit of that, and it hasn't been helping.
All right, so we have a bed. And everyone agrees that that's good.
No one would say it's not.
So I'm a couple $100 off from the cheapest shower.
Damn it.
But I can buy a
Matt,
children's
no.
toilet.
No. Do they have any of well, do they have like any combo shower toilets?
No. They happen to not have that.
Why not?
Couldn't tell you, actually. Seems like an oversight. Every shower is a combo toilet, says Long Shorts. I don't know if that's a comment on showers or if that's a comment on Sims 4.
Well, you know, I have seen. This is real. I have seen bathrooms. This is not a real thing that I think this would be very hard to find in America. But it was like,
Okay, I'm going to.
It was one of those bathrooms where the whole bathroom was tiled as if it were a shower, and the shower was just in there, and there was a drain in the floor in the middle of the bathroom. You just like took a shower just like in the bathroom. Like the whole bathroom was the shower stall.
I love that.
Yeah, I guess.
Let's
Suppose
just for a
it's
minute.
got upsides and downsides.
While let me just make him go to the bathroom, please. And then he had full autonomy. I took autonomy off so I can make him go to the bathroom when I need him to go to the bathroom. That seems to still not be working.
Bella, what's up, girl? I'm just down at the river.
We cannot let Bella see us like this.
Oh my god. That's perfect. He really is a dream boy. He's like, no, Bella, you can't see me like this.
Yeah.
I'm a monster, Bella. I live down by the river.
No, I don't live down by the river. I just sleep there. I live up here in this empty mansion.
Look at, he's very sad. no one understands him. He's all alone. He just fishes down by the river and sleeps on the park bench. I have a house, and yet the park bench by the river is better suited to my needs.
Well, sometimes you're down by the river.
Do you have fish to sell?
No.
Can you sell some of your counters? Sell one of your bay windows.
No,
Sell 2 of your bay
never. I will also not spend any less on candles.
Will not give up the bay windows.
Look, if
Listen,
if I didn't have 8 bay windows, I wouldn't be young Lincoln.
If I was a little Lincoln, when I was a little Lincoln and I was dreaming about being a Lincolnfluencer, I dreamed that I would have 18 bay windows. And god damn it, I am not giving up. I've come too far and given up too much to lose my bay windows now.
He's tired. Okay. That was not enough sleep. Go back to sleep.
So.
I wish you could just change. I could change into my professional clothes.
Because they're clean?
Yeah. I wish that would make them
You
clean.
can. Oh, but then he switches and he's still dirty.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's what I do in real life when I don't want to take a shower. I just change clothes and convince myself that that's enough.
All right. I've slept. I have been, I don't know if you've noticed this, I've been making him wash his hands twice. And that's been a little bit helping with the hygiene issue.
Has it?
Yes.
Oh.
Love
I see
Day
that.
starts tomorrow.
Have him wash his hands 3 times. What's that do? Wow, that works. Do it again. Oh, diminishing returns, though. Maybe. Have brunch. Hey, bud. You've earned it. Have brunch. Oof, I should have some brunch. It's right around brunch time. What is it, like 3:30? Oh, it's
It is
2:20.
2:20. Nice. That's it. Make that garden salad. And then eat it. Eat garden salad, right? It's only with Sims where you have to make sure that they do everything in the right order. And then why don't you send text to your friend Bella?
I would argue that actually in real life it's still all about doing things in the right order.
Yeah, but if I make food, I usually don't just leave it on the counter uneaten.
I've done that. I do that constantly.
Really? Really?
Sort of. Kinda. Maybe a little.
Ooh, I'm confident now. I'm no longer sad. I'm confident.
Sometimes I'll kind of... Sometimes I'll, like, go to cook something and think to myself, this is going to take a long time to cook, but I'm really hungry, so I want to eat something else too. But then I'll cook that, and then I didn't really think about it too hard, and then I cooked 2 foods, and I'm like, this is too much food now.
I've done.
I'm gonna leave this. I'm gonna leave this one on the stove and just.
But I don't. What I don't do is cook some food, put it in a bowl, run across town to pee in the toilet that I use?
Well, that's because you have a toilet in your house, Your Majesty. In their castle for the next 2 to 3 weeks.
We can almost afford the worst shower in the game. I think we're pretty close.
But if you magicked enough money into existence, you could buy your house and then not leave your house. Is that the idea? Or is that not an option anymore?
Sorry, say again?
Do you not have the option of buying your house anymore?
I own this
What
house.
happened?
Oh, in real life?
No, in real life.
Sorry. In real life, no. I could still buy this house. That is one of the 2 options that I have.
Wait, no, but how are you allowed to only have 30 days left in the house when you like have a lease or something?
I do not have a lease. That's how. My lease ended in October. And I just so last year, a couple months before my lease ended, I was like, we're good on the lease, right? And my landlord was like, yep. And then this year, I didn't do that, assuming that it's all still good. And then 5 months later, he's like, by the way, I'm selling the house. And
wow.
So basically, he's like, I would like to sell it to you.
Mm-hmm.
And he would give me a discount on it, he says, which is good. But I'm late for work. But in the same way that I don't have money to like put a down payment on the house, I also don't have money to like pay first class and security on an apartment. So it's like I'm sort of trying to do both angles here, which it will definitely be easiest to stay here and not have to move, and cheaper, by the way, because in the down payment aside, it would be my like mortgage plus all the extra and plus taxes plus whatever will end up being probably barely more expensive than what I pay now versus moving, where I'd be moving into a worse place, but also paying $300 or $400 more a month for it.
Right.
So that's me. That's what I'm about.
Fun times.
Yeah. But that's what our upcoming marathon is hoping to help. You can go to streamlabs.com/runbutton to donate. I only have the PayPal set up. I don't have the credit card payment set up. But
I'm just excited about Final Fantasy.
Yeah. And then the other thing is that I'm about to owe like $2,500 or whatever in taxes, so I can't like spend all the money I have to fix my housing situation because will have to pay taxes.
Cool.
Yeah, we hate this. Oh, look how much money we have.
Oh my gosh. Is it enough to pay taxes?
No, it's enough to get this shower.
Oh my god, I love it. Put it right next to the bed. That's the best place to put your shower. I was just thinking that. I was just thinking, wow, that should go right next to the bed.
He can get up and get right into it. I'm going to take a he deserves a nice, thoughtful shower. What do you think?
You don't get to specify the type of shower, right?
Yeah, you do. Take brisk shower, take steamy shower, take thoughtful shower, or take regular shower. We're taking a thoughtful shower.
Hell yeah.
It seems like I cannot pee in here. Can someone?
No, I think they just met in real life. Well, when they start talking about The Sims 5, everybody just get on them and ask them, are you going to add shower peeing to The Sims 5?
Please add shower peeing. Please add shower beer.
The people the people demand shower pee and shower beer.
You should be able to take a shower, pee, and drink beer at the same time. And that you can't is violence. Okay, bladder. Gotta do that. Gotta fix bladder. Then, now that we're clean, we can take... Oh, we can cry it out and then sleep. And then... invite to hang out.
You're crying it out?
Yeah, it'll make us so much less sad.
Just go home. Just don't go home and cry it out. Go ahead. He's done.
And then he had to. Then he had to
That was really fast.
Get
or is he
out
gonna
of
wake
bed.
up and continue crying it
to
out?
get in
'Cause I
bed.
can slightly
Cry for one
I
half
can
of a
identify
second.
with that.
Oh, I'm about to invite. I didn't realize this. It's Love Day. I'm about to invite Bella
Well,
Goth to hang out on Love Day. I don't mean to imply anything by this.
Oh, maybe is Jaylee and Glenn looking to hang out on Love Day?
Sure, that's fine.
Whoa.
Hey, just the three of us here on Love Day.
Nice.
I hope your husbands don't mind.
I think what happened was I think he went to cry it out and just like a little baby just cried himself right to sleep. Took a nap. He was just cranky and needed some rest. This boy is starving.
Oh, I gotta go to work. That's
Where
sad.
do you work? The joke factory?
I work at the Laugh Factory. Oh, they're just hanging out together on my bed. They're talking about how much of a shithead it is that I invited them both
We
over
love it.
and left.
That's so good. He's tense.
He's tense.
Well, they're having a great love.
They're
there.
having a good time. Goomba. One of them said Goomba.
Snurfs. Goodbye.
I wonder if I can leave work early. Look at that. Real money, huh?
Wow.
240 bucks a night for being a
C-lister.
C-lister.
What are you doing?
C-lister?
What is that? What the?
Being C-lister.
You're being a C-lister.
Yeah, I'm being a
What
C-lister.
what did you just like go? Did you just go record the big fat quiz of the year? Is that what happened?
It just says job C-lister.
Are you just like on QI sometimes?
Yeah, I think I'm just on QI sometimes. But I have to make food. That's healthy and it's important to eat food.
My hunger meter is getting pretty red.
We can call this one quits.
Does he have a toilet?
No.
Get the guy a fucking toilet.
Get this guy a god dang toilet.
Get him a gas stern toilet.
Bladder's good. What do I do for fun around here? I feel like here's the thing.
Play a computer game.
I don't have a computer. That's the problem. So I'm finally gonna invite my friends over. And actually be there.
I gotta say, if we're using the color of the plumb bob to judge the happiness of a sim, I'm not sure that you've been doing a tremendous job at playing The Sims today, Keith.
Well, this is what I'm saying. I
Kinda
feel
quite a
like I'm
red plumb
about
bob.
to. I feel like I'm about to. This is about to work. Oh, we have to.
Send everyone home.
There we go.
These are my entertaining clothes. Boo.
Knock knock joke. Do an impression.
Keith.
Yeah.
Hey Keith,
Yeah.
is a poke bowl just the burrito bowl of sushi?
Yeah, and they suck.
Okay, got it.
I love sushi. I've never had a satisfying poke bowl.
But that is just what it is. It's like, what if we made sushi into a bowl?
Yeah, basically.
Got it.
And then it's it's American fast dining, so they just also are like, what if you just add a bunch of sauces to it?
Okay.
Like, what if you have what if it's a toppings based thing?
Right. It sounds...
Sea Monster says poke is a Hawaiian dish. But it is. I mean, but it is. What if sushi was a burrito bowl? I mean, conceptually.
Kempel Varuda, Nuloi Sawata, Variki, Shararg.
They're saying no, you.
Jaylene, calm down.
Shaspris Buffalosh. Desmigos Karenchi Nivazel.
Complained about wind.
Clevite Grinia. Tibanahu Smay. Shawani.
Oben Lucine.
Ah.
Oben Lucine.
Twemf Donagambe. Amoeb.
Guys.
Yamal?
Oben Lucine.
Open Lugine.
Come on.
My fun is going
Oben
down,
Lucine.
actually.
Bantrip.
Wow.
Mems. Verope.
They are like, listen, we were having a... You invited us over, and then you weren't here.
Rumpled
They're
Rumbled
letting me enjoy
Obibi.
it. They enjoyed the company of each other better when you weren't here.
Oh, they look like they're having fun now.
Oh, we realized we don't hate each other.
Cops. She's talking about cops now.
Yes, the cops. We both love the cops.
And robots.
No, actually, your guy stopped having fun again.
I'm going to
He was
cloud
like, "Cops,"
gaze.
and he was like, nah.
Maybe I have fun cloud gazing.
Yeah, he's just a dope. He's just a dope who likes to stare up at the
I just
sky.
like to sit outside and look at the clouds.
The clouds. I was looking at the clouds all day yesterday, and I got sick of it.
Really, you were doing that?
Yeah, I was looking at the clouds jump all around Midgar and fight those monsters. And I was like, this is really fun. But then after like a lot of hours, I was like, this is a lot, and I'm done with this now.
See, now
Also,
this
the
is
story got
fun.
ruined. That's fucking.
This
fun
is what
right
fun
there.
is.
This is what our boy likes. Oh, yes. Bye, Bella. I'm over here just having fun. Why'd you even build the house? Should have lived outside. He clearly loves it. He was made for the park bench.
He really was. I mean, have you seen him have more fun than when he's outside? He loves that.
I mean, if I had to be inside that house, I might spend a lot of time outside as well. But
Ooh, Animal jokes. A local animal shelter has invited young Lincoln to MC their fundraiser, but he forgot to prepare. Should he mine the internet for animal jokes or wing it and hope for the best?
Mine the internet. We all know it's mine the internet. Nailed it.
What a howl! There's nothing animal lovers love more than a few good animal jokes. The crowd goes wild and donates generously. I got promoted to opening act.
We all know when it comes right down to it, you just steal your jokes.
Well, he's Lincoln.
Right. He is Honest Abe, so he would steal the jokes.
Yeah. Ooh, Stargaze. That's what he wants to do.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That'll be fun. Finally, fun going up. And he's inspired.
Ooh.
Oh, and I have enough money for a computer.
Oh, great. We'll never have to look at the sky again.
I gotta take one last look, because it's a digital world from here on out, baby.
See you later.
Reality, schmeality.
I went and watched the Giant Bomb quick look for Cyberpunk that came out in December.
Uh-huh.
What a miserable looking game.
Oh, yeah.
Yuck.
Is there anything you noticed about it specifically?
I mean, it was just like, I mean, on top of everything we know about the game, and it was just glitches constantly, and it ended with them like basically, the game crashed. It was like, okay, well, we were done anyway, basically. And then on top of that, it looked so unappealing, and the design of it seemed so scattered and like uninspired. It just seemed like a big fucking mess. I don't know. And we were talking about Cyberpunk on a Silent Hill episode that I just finished editing that will be uploaded soon. The title of that episode is Penis Size 2, inspired by Cyberpunk. Or Penis Shape 2. I think the sizes were like small, regular, and big. And the shape was like shape 1, shape 2.
Stupid. I mean, like, it's probably not a huge number, but think of how many less bugs that the game would have if they didn't spend time instead doing, like, penis detail.
Yeah, I don't know what that number is.
It's something.
Maybe.
All right, we are going to...
Wow, that guy is really enjoying that shower, truly getting clean for the first time. And don't we all feel our souls are a little bit cleaner now?
Look at this.
I mean,
we're tired, but okay. He's gonna cook a grand breakfast. He deserves it.
He's gonna cook half a breakfast, leave it there, go to bed.
No, he's gonna really do it.
He's doing it.
He's inspired, so that's why You gotta eat it though, bud.
Yeah, stand there and eat it because you only have one place to sit, and it's for your Vectrex that you have there.
I mean, you can't tell me that standing and eating food by your counter isn't extremely relatable.
I don't. Yeah, I would do that. Honestly,
no, don't use computer. Don't.
Just...
You have to pee.
No, just
I swear to God, we're gonna get everything green. We're gonna get everything green. He needs to pee.
Do you have a toilet yet?
No.
Did you have a...
Almost. I am almost have enough money to buy a toilet.
That was your first. Okay, listen. The whole game is about balancing 6 meters, and one of the meters is toilet. You gotta start the game with the toilet.
There's toilets outside.
Well, the whole outside is one big toilet, if you ask me.
Yeah, but he doesn't think of it that way. I don't know why, but he doesn't.
Because he was, I don't know, he was programmed with modernity in his computer brain.
Oh, he's gonna fall asleep outside. Yeah. Uh-oh.
I think after this I might go cook myself some eggs and bacon.
Really?
Cook myself a grand breakfast. Why not?
Huh. I have a leftover
It is-
chicken parm, and that's what I'm going to do.
It's I'm out of carnitas. I just made carnitas again for the first time in a bit. I ate them all.
Carnitas, very delicious. I made, wasn't carnitas, but I made pulled pork empanadas the other day. That was... What's that?
What's that?
Empanadas?
Oh, empanadas. I thought you said a word I didn't know.
Okay, but instead I said a word that you did know, empanadas,
Okay.
and they were delicious. That was great. I'm gonna redo it. I'm gonna change the rub a little bit on that pork. Oh no, is he gonna make it? Nope, he couldn't make it.
Okay, that's not how being tired works. People don't fall asleep on the walk to bed. Like, I
You
don't
don't
care
know
how
that.
fucking I don't care how tired you are. You can finish the walk to your bed. Well, you just did the long walk or something. My Joy-Cons keep vibrating in my desk drawer to let me know I should play Ring Fit, and I'm like,
Ugh, he keeps
Nice
needing
try,
new
suckers.
things.
nice try, suckers. I'll never play Ring Fit. You can't make me exercise.
All right, here we go. This is it. Ready? Boom. Shower.
Hunger.
Grab a serving of the grand breakfast that we already had.
Oh, it was so
Ah.
close. Oh, but the real toughie.
Play game. Play Blick Block.
Oh shit! I forgot that you had.
Now we have a
Blick Block.
computer. It solves fun forever.
Fun is so
Boom.
easy now.
Look at that.
Shit! Look at that green plum bob.
All green.
You did it. He did it. And of course, now he does need to pee again. But for one brief moment, all was right with the world.
I'm still
And
green for
isn't that
bladder.
what
Right.
Oh, for one more moment, perhaps.
Comedy.
Ooh, you can just write a genre book.
Yeah. It's one of the best ways to play this game is to like just be a painter or a writer who just like writes a book and makes enough money to do whatever.
Gotcha.
Okay, no more Blick Block. It's time to write jokes.
Boss a move, Nerf. Haha.
Yeah, this is the perfect time to stop. Right as the game just becomes him sitting at his computer desk,
It's the-
24/7.
I'm accomplishing our first
It's
daily task that we got like a week ago.
it's way too fucking real now. I have to turn it off.
Look at him. Look at our young Lincoln writing jokes.
Play him at normal speed. He's too fast. You can't, Keith. You can't live your life through the fast forward button.
I haven't done that. Well, I'm only half done writing the jokes. It takes a while to write jokes. And then you can clean up.
Okay.
And then you fucking clean up after yourself, buddy.
I thought the great thing about being a comedian is you were just funny. You could just get on stage and just be funny whenever, and then you make money like that.
No. Should I buy a children's toilet?
What? Yes, buy yourself a training potty. Clearly you need one since you keep pissing in your pants.
I haven't done that in a couple days.
You
Rebate
don't
day.
know. Maybe he can't use it though. Maybe it's too small.
What is this?
Rebate
All
day.
objects
Like
they earn a 10%. I get 10% off stuff.
There's like tax-free weekend in The Sims now.
Yep, apparently.
Wow, it really is like a liberal paradise simulator.
Ugh. Big stretch. Gotta stretch.
Big stretch for a big boy
Yep.
and a big ending for a big snooze button. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks everybody for watching. Once again, we are doing a marathon of 3 Final Fantasy games, 8, 9, and 10, on Friday the 12th at 1 p.m.
We're not finishing them. We're just playing some of them. Keith has never played them, and he's gonna play them.
I'm gonna play
some
them.
of them.
Yeah,
Play
some
a
of
bit.
them.
He's gonna see what's going on in there, and I'm gonna guide him through seeing what's going on in there. And also, I haven't played very much 9, so we could even possibly get to stuff in 9 I haven't even seen.
Yes, totally. I think it's a great plan. Very embarrassed. Why am I embarrassed? Oh, I peed self. When did I do that? I guess I wasn't paying attention and I peed self.
Yeah, yeah. Well, when your house has a computer and the internet, but it doesn't have a toilet, sometimes you're just gonna do the math.
What are you talking about? I don't understand what you mean.
Sometimes you're just gonna be like, you know what? It's not worth it to go outside. I have everything I need here except the toilet. Oh wait, I'm already sitting on the toilet. It turns out.
Why get a toilet when you can piss your pants for free?
It's true.
It's free
true.
to piss your pants. Okay, that's it. That's it for today. Make sure to watch the stream, the marathon stream. It's gonna be fun. That's it. Do you have anything else?
No.
Why are you playing it? I'm playing it.
You weren't playing it, and I was like, why isn't Keith playing it? I guess I gotta play it.
I just forgot that's what we were doing.
Okay. I think we pretty much played it like almost at the same time. So
yeah, I think we did too. I heard it as like a bleep blop. It was really funny.
Thanks so much for your support. We love you, and have a good Tuesday.
Bye. Oh, there was one more. I thought that you were nailing it, but there's one more, like, loop. It's right here.
Already close. This is great.